Right up the gut. What a ball that is. Messi on the turn. Options either side. Lionel Messi! There's your goal! There's more history! There's the Magic Man again! The board. Awful lot of assists as well as he clips that in. Gonzalez going to get there, fires it in, looking for Julian Alvarez. Clearance only as far as Alexis McAllister on the decks and on the save. The rebound is Messi's second goal. He might end the night as the World Cup's all-time top goal scorer. Messi with 2, Argentina with 2. Total control for the defending champions. Nico Gonzalez, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi! First career World Cup hat trick. Ties the all-time goal-scoring record.
Congratulations, Kansas City. You just won the World Cup.
I mean, my God, what a performance last night by the greatest of all time.
No doubt.
You could not have gotten a better performance ever from anybody than what we saw last night from Messi. It is the single greatest performance ever at Arrowhead Stadium. I mean, it was absolutely wild to see the greatest soccer player maybe of all time, right? Go out there and score a hat trick on our field in Kansas City, dude. What an unbelievable night last night at, I guess, what's it called? Kansas City Stadium.
Yeah, so it didn't happen at Arrowhead Stadium.
That's right. You're right. Yeah. At Kansas City Stadium. Technically, it happened at Kansas City Stadium last night. But, yes, I appreciate that. But, I mean, what a great night. And I was going through X this morning just reading what people were saying about that because, I mean, think about it, guys. What performance have you seen an athlete do on a huge stage like that that's comparable? I mean, that was like Brunson the other night, obviously, but 3 goals in a World Cup soccer match, I mean, that to me is just, I mean, it's insane. It's so hard to score 1 goal, let alone score 3 in the same game. It was just a magical performance last night,
All 3 were different, too.
And all 3 were different. The third one, I think, was my favorite of them. The goalie on the second one, Zinedine Zidane's son, just, come on, cover up the ball, man. Like, you're taught that in basic, soccer. Back out, and then Messi just kicks it in. The first one was fantastic, too. But, I mean, that third one was just a wild and crazy goal. To see him do that, man, you got your money's worth last night, right? How many sporting events have you gone to? And you walked out and go, I got my money's worth last night. Like, whatever you paid, you got your money's worth last night with Messi, man.
I would disagree. I would say you got your money and some. I
think
you got your money's worth with goal number 1. And could have had 4, obviously the offside early, in the 7th minute. Algeria, the same thing. And you kind of could tell once Algeria was offsides, the game was pretty much over. Like, Argentina didn't lose control of the ball, the way they just fluidly moved, and that they were still pushing the offense through the 10-man and Messi. And when he hit that bender off the left foot, which for those of you that are diehard soccer fans, you know Messi's the left-footed genius, and he hits that little bender in the top right for goal number 1 where the goalie was completely extended. It still hit his hands, and it still went in the net. That, to me, was like, okay, you saw Messi, for one. Oh, and you saw Messi hit a goal, a classic goal from 25 yards out, bending it to the right, and then hold my beers, and you got 2 more. Mm-hmm. And, when you pay the price of admission, you are 100% biased, right? Like, if you're from out of town and you go see a playoff game, you're like, I want to see Mahomes do something. And then he goes and does something, you win.
Yeah.
And not only did Messi do that, Mahomes obviously in the audience as well sees that. So you have 2 of the greatest of their sports at the same time in the same building. And then just to see the reaction of the crowd at Power and Light last night, watching that and all the Argentinian fans there. I saw a bunch of videos from the Jack Stack locations. There were Argentinian fans in the restaurant doing the chants and stuff like that. And to have them come here, right, pay for travel, pay for tickets, and then see your hero go do that on the world stage in the World Cup in the first game of the, defending era for you in this cup this year, insane, man. It's just, there are certain athletes, when we talk about greatness, these are the things they do. And this is when I always go back to Ohtani. You think about the World Series, strikes at the side in the top of the first, gets up in the bottom of the first, cranks a home run on the World Series stage. that's just something that when you put the books down and go back 10 years later and be like, oh, yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, you have great players stepping up and doing great things, and that's what it's all about. I mean, that's how you win in sports. Your great players do great things, and it's never about the 25th man or the 52nd man or anything like that we tend to complain about. It's your great players going out there and doing amazing things, and last night Messi did that. And, you said it was worth the price of admission and plus some, right?
Yeah.
And, like, if they took a collection after the game, hey, you saw more, man, give us some more cash for this. I'm sure people, you know what I'm saying. But how many games have you walked out of? Like, the 13-second game may be the only other one where you can genuinely say, I should have paid more for that experience, because of what you witnessed out there on the field. And, for
maybe
me,
the wild card games that you got extra innings.
Yeah, the wild card game, absolutely.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, absolutely. The wild card game is another one where they should have collected a 20 spot from everybody leaving because you got your money's worth and then some, on top of that. But there's not many. There's not many of those games where you go, man, I would have paid more for that experience because of how unbelievable that it truly was. And so, maybe the last game at Allen against Missouri for Kansas with Thomas Robinson and that clean block shot, maybe that was the type of game. Maybe it was the KUMU football game back in, 07, 08 that were played at Arrowhead. But like we said, there's few and far between of these great moments. And when you have one of these great moments, you've got to just enjoy it and love it up. And that's why for years I've been telling everybody, please enjoy what's going on right now here in Kansas City, in 14 and 15 and now with the Chiefs. And there's a lot of people that spend too much time nitpicking and not really enjoying that moment. And this tweet, I think, hit it for me. It comes from LFC_Tandy. I don't know who that is, but he said, I woke up at 3 a.m. to watch Messi. Got work in an hour. One day there won't be any more 3 a.m. alarms to watch him play. That's why it's always worth it. And that one hit me like a ton because you compare it to what's going on with our local teams, right? You compare it with what happened in 14 and 15 with the Royals. Here we are now in 2016. We haven't had anything since then. You've got the Kansas City Chiefs. They went 6-11. I think that was a big wake-up call for those who weren't enjoying that moment. And when you're sitting around and complaining, you realize that 3 a.m. alarm isn't going to go off anymore. And we're not going to get the opportunity to watch the greatness that we're seeing right now. And that's why I've been so bullish on everybody appreciating the greatness that we're living in right now, because it's never going to happen again. And what we saw last night with Messi, unless Ronaldo does something today, which who knows what that guy's going to do now. Hold my beer, Ronaldo, you're on the stage. Messi just had a hat trick in the opener. How's Ronaldo going to follow this one up? It's like Allen and Mahomes, right? So now you've got greatness potentially happening there, but these are the great moments that come along that we really need to appreciate and love up. What we saw last night happen in our town may be the biggest moment in the World Cup, and it happened right here in Kansas City.
2 days ago, you had every game end in a tie. You had the Spanish team get shocked by Costa Verde, and then you had yesterday Mbappe scores 2 goals, Messi has a hat trick, and then that freakish Norwegian Holland, he has 2 goals.
Two goals as well.
Debut of the World Cup.
Yep.
And then, yes, today you get Cristiano Ronaldo going against the Dominican Republic of Congo. So we'll see if he does that. We know that ego is nothing shy of Ronaldo. He's earned it. Yep. He's got, the makeup, you would say, like, hey, how would you could describe like the perfect human? Well, physique-wise, Cristiano Ronaldo, the number 7 man. But
don't look at his statue, but yes.
Statue stinks.
Statue poorly done.
The face looks like it's melted.
Yeah, it looks awful, man.
Yeah, a little bit there. Yeah. But yeah, yesterday, seeing that in Kansas City, I will say this. I didn't recognize Arrowhead until it would zoom out. But like looking at it from just like the pitch, I'm like, I wouldn't be able to tell you that that's how great they just transformed that stadium into a soccer field. Yeah. And it was, a lot of stuff on TV saying the pitch was great. It was very well taken care of, very well manicured. And then just watching that happen, and it was 1-0 in the first half, and then it was 3-0, and it was one man that put all three.
All three. It was crazy. And you're right. I had the same feeling about Arrowhead. Right. I didn't recognize it at first, except for where it said Kansas City on the sideline there, obviously. And they got all the stadiums looking like that, kind of like the NCAA tournament is now, where every court is the same, and unless you see that little logo, you really don't know, where these are taking place. And that's what they want. Ultimately, they want it. And the Argentinian fans were great last night. I did retweet something reporting from Raider reporter JT the Brick this morning, and I need Kansas City's help with this because he sent out a video of the Argentinian fans and the spirals cheering as the game was over. He goes, I've never seen this for Chiefs games. I'm like, okay. Now you're wading into stupid territory, right? Now you're wading into dumb man pants territory. And so I need Chiefs fans to find my tweet to him, and post all your videos of Chiefs fans walking down the spirals and banging on the sides and screaming and doing the chop and all of that kind of stuff. Because now people are waking up and going, I don't even see this kind of atmosphere at Chiefs games. Now you can bite my ass on that.
Chill
okay,
on that.
Chill on that one a little bit.
Freezing cold take alert.
Oh my God!
Oh, dude,
this is the best. It got 10 million views almost.
Yeah, it's got 10 million.
Has it hit 10 million?
It's got 13,000 bookmarks. I say that because the tweet goes, and I don't even know who this is, Vermilion Pride. Yeah. I respect Messi's greatness, but I'm fully convinced he's going goalless this World Cup, and Argentina are getting grouped. He holds them back. Bookmark this and come back when it happens.
3 goals.
4:00 yesterday, that tweet was sent out.
Hat trick, win.
Ties the all-time World Cup.
22,000 quotes, 19,000 retweets, 58,000 likes or hearts, and 13,000 bookmarks. And the first comment is, "You're getting cooked, my guy."
Yeah.
You're getting destroyed.
Hey, I do want to hear on the text line for people who went to the game last night. Did you ever get there?
We had somebody that worked there that was on there. They said this was the most fun event I have ever worked at that stadium.
Yeah.
Best atmosphere. Every fan was friendly. All the chants, absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
so cool.
I heard from another person who was working out there and said, this is the most incredible thing that I've ever been part of. I said, how was the traffic? Well, that's a different conversation, because I did hear from friends of mine that were texting. They couldn't get in. Lots were empty. They weren't putting people in the right way. They had, I guess, 3 parking entrances maybe open yesterday to try to, and you're also dealing with rush hour traffic that people don't account for at times going out to Arrowhead and Kauffman Stadium for a game like that. There's always rush hour traffic involved, and people were leaving hours early to try to get there and still barely and missing it and all that kind of stuff. We have to do better than that at getting people in to these events, and that's the big problem for me. I know with my anxiety and whatnot, parking situations like that does prevent me from going to things. I'll be honest with you. I would go to probably more Chiefs games if I could just parachute in and land there in a helicopter or something like that and not have to deal with all of the mess. But it's all about the almighty dollar, guys, and they're trying to squeeze every possible dollar, obviously, out of every single person. And by doing that, they've made it very difficult for people to get out there to the game. And there were a lot of complaints about that. And I don't think that's Kansas City's fault. I think that's FIFA's fault. And I think whoever was in charge of the venue, they got to do better. They got to have all your parking gates open and let everybody in.
It is a Wednesday. We'll get into our Fescoe and Dusty poll question on the other side. Plus, Bob thinks he knows who America's team might be. And if you could have revisionist history and go back in time, Huey Lewis in the news sort of thing. We'll get to all that. 96.5 The Fan, your home, Kansas City Sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends, ED, that can be a moment ruiner for everybody around, right? It absolutely can be. And when you're getting intimate with your partner and you aren't able to perform the way you want or used to be able to, that can really be frustrating. But at Heartland Men's Health, there are a wide range of advanced medical treatment options for every stage of ED that can help get you back to performing again, and maybe even better than you have in years. Remember that first time you failed to perform? You probably just laughed it off and thought it wasn't a big deal, but then it kept happening over and over and over again. So now it's time to see my friends over at Heartland Men's Health, because they use advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond the pills. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Schedule a consult with Heartland Men's Health. Your initial visit is $99 and includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free. There are 3 locations: Overland Park, Independence, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and from those makers of Surfside, something new is hitting the shelves this summer. Introducing Super Light, the new vodka plus 8-can cocktail inspired by classic sports drink flavors. Super Light comes in 4 delicious flavors: fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and my favorite, the blue chill. With only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles, Super Light delivers a refreshing taste that's perfect for the summer. Whether you're on the greens and making those putts, shooting hoops with your friends, or soaking up the sun at a baseball game, Super Light is here to fuel the moment.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Lawman, Jungle Law.
It's the Lawman. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, call me ASAP. 816-816-9111. I recovered millions for my clients. Take it away.
The Lawman gets results. Jungle Law team. Call the Lawman. Let the fight begin. The Lawman gets results. Jungle Law.
Come see me get roasted August 1st at 7 p.m. at the Uptown Theater. Go to junglelaw.com for details.
The choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
This summer, grab a Truly Hard Seltzer. Light, bubbly, fruity, and make your dreams come truly. Join us for our game day watch parties on June 12th, 19th, and 25th at Peanuts locations. Truly Hard Seltzer, the official hard seltzer of U.S. Soccer. Visit Odyssey.com/965thefan for more info on watch parties. And visit TrulyHardSeltzer.com/locations to find Truly near you. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, LLC, Boston, Massachusetts. Hard Seltzer, 5% alcohol by volume. Please drink responsibly. 21 plus only.
Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, and I'm here with Rob Side at Rob Side Ford. Rob, I smell a grill. What's cooking?
Kevin, the grills are fired up, and so are the deals. Right now at Rob Site Ford, it's the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event with the best deals we've had in the past 12 months.
Now that's saying something. What are we talking?
Employee pricing on virtually every new Ford on our lot, plus even more dealer discounts on top.
So how hot do these deals get?
Up to $17,500 off brand new F-150s at Rob Site Ford, plus huge savings on Expedition, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and more.
Wow, that's 5 alarm hot.
Exactly, and unlike Kevin's Burgers, these deals are coming out juicy.
All right, I walked into that one.
Shop Rob Site Ford, Kansas City's top-rated Ford store on Google. 4.8 stars and nearly 3,500 reviews.
Rob Site Ford, 135th and State Line, or robsite.com.
Buy right, Rob Site.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Man, you gotta stop ignoring the obvious signs your bodies are giving you. You're low sex drive, you're low energy. It's probably just I'm tired from the weekend. No, all of these things can be a sign of low testosterone. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. I'm in my 40s now. You gotta pay attention to your health. At Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic, and they've been changing lives since 2009. So book a free testosterone test today and help get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. That's fixmylowt.com, fixmylowt.com.
Join us at 96.5 The Fans World Soccer Headquarters at the Peanut in Belton on June 19th with Bink and Logan starting at 11 and kickoff at 2. Presented by Truly, the official seltzer of U.S. Soccer, and by Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local since 1933.
This is Michael Waka from the Kansas City Royals, and you're listening to 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by Jay's Southland Tow Service. Be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow on the Missouri side. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown. 15 minutes. Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident, call Jay's Southland Tow Service. 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. They can do it all, so be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited!
I love it! Yeah, baby!
Had to have been every Argentinian fan yesterday at Kansas City Stadium, aka normally called Arrowhead. But yeah, what a performance by Mr. Messi yesterday.
Yeah, best athlete performance we've ever seen.
I think so. I think it's
so
the single greatest athletic achievement that we've ever seen there. 3 goals in a World Cup game. I mean, yes, the 13-second game and the AFC Championship games are fantastic and wonderful, and they're great for us. This was a worldwide event, Mac, and I think that's why you have to put this into perspective a little bit, because it is a worldwide event. Everybody is watching around the world. It's not just a localized NFL thing, because as you know, as we talked about yesterday, NFL players are popular. They're nothing like what soccer players are. They're not even in the same category as soccer players when it comes to the popularity around the world. And so, that's why I think it is the single greatest athletic achievement that we've ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium, because of the stage that it's on and the player who did it, too. If you're just waking up, Messi had a hat trick last night. You don't do that in World Cup games. You don't really do that in soccer matches, you know?
At 37 years,
at 38 years old. Yeah, that's the other thing. He scored his first goal as an 18-year-old in the World Cup. 20 years later, here we sit scoring again, and not just scoring, but a hat trick, and doing it in 3 different ways that he did it last night. It truly just really was a remarkable experience. And guys, we may not get a better individual performance in all of the World Cup than what we saw last night with Messi. Somebody actually tweeted, they said, if sex is so good, why isn't it called Lionel Messi?
He just makes it look
Jen,
effortless.
you want to have Lionel Messi later? I just want to win, Jen.
Oh, gross. 20 years to the day as well. 6/16/2006, Messi would score his first World Cup. 6/16/26, he would record his first hat trick. Can't make it up. Sports in a nutshell.
Yeah, now he's tied for the leader in World Cup history as far as goals scored. Obviously, he could surpass and become the all-time leader. Ronaldo won behind him in 8 less matches. He's only 1 goal behind him. So he'll obviously try and tie and surpass him. Looking at that list, Kylian Mbappe, 14 goals, so he's only 2 behind the all-time leaders in Messi and what is it, Klose?
You're asking me,
Miroslav Klose,
Yeah.
I believe is.
Sure.
I think that's it. Yeah. And he's 27 years old. So I'm just looking at that again. Novice soccer knowledge, but I know Mbappe in his surge. I mean, already 14 goals. He could be by far the all-time World Cup goal leader if he keeps going for another decade plus.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at hat tricks in the World Cup, that was the 55th one of all time that we saw yesterday, which was pretty cool. And you mentioned how many people have done that. Mbappe did it last time in 2022 against Argentina. In the final. He had a hat trick in the finals the last go around. So that's pretty impressive as well. But again, that didn't take place at Kansas City Stadium. So, I mean, what Messi did last night, guys, we'll be talking about this for the rest of our lives. It's the wild card. It's the 13-second game. And now we have the Messi game, right? Those are I think for most people of this generation now, those can be looked at as the 3 greatest sporting events that we have seen in our stadiums, right? The wild card game, the 13-second game, and the Messi hat trick game. And when you say those 3 things, everybody in Kansas City is going to know what you're talking about.
Had they hosted that Super Bowl, a few years back against Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay hadn't hosted it, Brady, Mahomes in this stadium, and Mahomes won, then maybe we're having a really good discussion about which one's better. But yeah, it's as far as I'm concerned, I agree with you, man. It's Messi.
Yeah, that was captivating last night. That
awesome.
was a great way to end your evening because, again, 1-0 at halftime, final score 3-0, and all 3 came from one player. you have an idea of who could be America's team in sports?
I don't know that there is an America's team in sports. People are trying to peddle the Knicks right now as America's team. And I have a hard time looking at that and saying, yeah, a New York team is America's team. But if there's going to be a New York team that's going to be America's team, it is the Knicks. Stephen A. Smith had this to say yesterday. I guess it was on First Take or whatever show he's on these days about what's going on with America's team.
How did we do it? 6'1" dude, blue-collar worker, overachiever, out of Villanova, come from Dallas to New York. Every single year, progress, playoffs. Then the playoffs in the second round. Then the playoffs in the conference finals. And then the playoffs in the championship, the NBA finals in the championship. Led by a 6'1" dude that wasn't Kevin Durant, that wasn't LeBron James, that wasn't even Steph Curry, okay? With a bunch of supplementary parts who all did their job, played their role. Did you know in that series against Joel Embiid, do you know what their game plan was? Don't foul. Don't foul. Why? Because he'll get tired. When you get fouled, you stop the clock, he's allowed to rest. That was their game plan. And they stuck to it. You understand? Everything that they do, they've been disciplined, they've been focused, and they've been about the business of overachieving, which is what America is all about. And yes, as we sit here today, because they are champions, they're America's team.
Yeah, I agree with some of what he says there, but I just have you groaned. Why did you groan?
I mean, I can give you my response to the question. I would say a team from New York can never be America's team.
Why?
They're in New York, and their own people are there, and that's just such a huge area. And I think that with everything that New York has always represented, which I always go back to the Yankees, I think that there's just too many people that sports hate the Yankees, and I think that kind of just embodies all of New York. And I think you're just talking to a guy from the Midwest who's lived here his whole life, right? Mm-hmm. And my whole life, it was always anybody from New York. It didn't matter. Like when we watched the Knicks in the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals, everyone always rooted for the Bulls, and no affiliate. Or if it was, grew up not liking Patrick Ewing because he played for the Mets, grew up not caring if the Giants won against the Patriots because it was New York, or the Yankees playing the Mets in the World Series. I was just so turned off as a child. And I think that New York is so powerful for themselves and their fan base that it can be New York's team. And I still think that's impressive, with all the greatness they have in that area. But I think as an America's team, I think there's just too many people that affiliate New York as an area that it just doesn't work for anybody else.
Yeah, well, I also look at it and go, I don't know that there is an America's team anymore. I don't think that moniker works. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys carry that weight as America's team anymore. And Stephen A's commentary right there, if this New York Knicks team played in, I don't know, let's say not even Philadelphia, let's say Pittsburgh. I know they don't have a team, but if that team was playing in Pittsburgh, you're right, everybody would be a fan of that team because they're blue collar, they're hard workers. They were all doubted. Every one of those players on that Knicks team was doubted at some point in their life, told they can't. Becky Hammon may have single-handedly won the championship for the New York Knicks because she was out there telling everybody that Jalen Brunson wasn't a 1A. He was a 1B player. He wasn't big enough. This was weeks before the finals. She was out here telling people all of this. And that, from everything that you read now and hear about, Jalen Brunson used that as motivation. He channeled his inner Patrick Mahomes, basically, and used those Becky Hammon comments that he wasn't a 1A and channeled all of that and became a 1A and showed everybody that he was a 1A. But everybody on that Knicks team was doubted, was told they weren't any good, was cast off or traded by another team. And the Knicks became this home for wayward boys where everybody just kind of got together and said, let's go win this thing. And they did. And you see that speech by Dolan, 10 weeks ago and how powerful that was to bring kind of this whole entire team together. They've done everything that we all envy in teams. And so I just think we're at a point in time now where there isn't an America's team. We like a team that wins one that kind of comes out of nowhere and surprises. But then as soon as they win, we are all on to the next. I am sure nobody wants to see the Knicks repeat as champions right now. Nobody wants to see that happen. And so they win a championship. Everybody's excited now. Next year, it's on to the next and who that next team is going to be. And so I just think the moniker of America's team, we have to stop using that because that team just doesn't exist in any sport right now.
And it was a name given, from Jerry Jones to the guy?
No, before that. Before the 70s, the Cowboys started calling themselves America's team.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is like we never really understand why people give themselves their nicknames, right? Like you just kind of like are given that name. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say for one, and you mentioned the winning. I think cheating happens with this too. But I think when New England wins the Super Bowl in 2001, like you have the events that happen in America that time of year, and then you have a team like the Patriots who win a Super Bowl. It's like this one's for America, and then after that, it's like, all right, we're good with that now.
Right, we don't need you anymore.
No, obviously the Spygate kind of ruined all that, and then the legacies that get tied to it.
And their attitudes, and the 20 years we all saw play out in front of us,
Right, because I mean, I was texting you last night on NFL Network. They had the greatest games, and it was the Super Bowl 42, Giants Patriots. Right, they had played in Week 17, and it was like the closest game the Patriots had all season. And it was really cool because I was watching this in between the Royals and waiting for the World Cup game to start. And during this video, they had young Spags and young Josh McDaniel on the whiteboard talking about the defense they drew and the offense they came up with. And they were talking about, and I'm getting off point here, but like...
Not really. This is good.
But like Spags was like, he's like, in Week 17, he's like, we did this move here where you didn't see it was coming. We play in the Super Bowl. I moved things up, and it was Kawika Mitchell. Old name alert, right?
Yeah, right.
Play middle linebacker for
He
the
was
Giants.
great for that Giants team,
And in Week 17... they had Kawika Mitchell drop back in coverage, and they had a blitz. It looked just like a defense you'd see today in Kansas City, which was kind of a flashback. But Kawika Mitchell would drop back, and then this other guy would come through on the outside and corner blitz. Well, Brady picked it up, hits Moss over the top, streaks down the field. Patriots win the regular season game. Moss is wide open. In the Super Bowl, Spags switched it up, and Kawika did like a fake back and then blitzed, and it was just perfect timing where the left guard pulled just enough, and by the time he came back to realize it, Mitchell's past him, Brady sacks, Strahan finishes. And McDaniel's like, yeah, that's just stuff we didn't think about, and Spags like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why he's the best,
I think even then, that, going back to the America's team in New York base, I think even that was something where people watch that Super Bowl like, I don't really care who wins. But I think at the time, that's probably the closest you got from, again, a Midwestern kid my whole life, where people were like, yeah, I don't want to see him go undefeated. But there's probably also people who love sports greatness, and they're like, well, we've never seen it go this far and screw the 72 Dolphins team who still drink champagne with only 4 of the people that are still alive. But it's like, even that, like an undefeated team, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Randy Moss, hated, and Giants. And you're like, I mean, I'm just kind of tongue-tied here. I don't know if I really care who wins. I just want to see a great game. We would see a great game.
We saw a great game, yeah.
You would see a team that did not go undefeated, and you saw a team, and it's like, oh, but it's New York. All right, whatever. But, I mean, again, I'm with you where it comes to, I think, the name-age of America's team, because now that sports are so probably at the highest point they've ever been with athleticism and following and TV and social and all that stuff, everybody's got their team. So, like,
that's the other thing. Everybody's kind of wedded to their own teams now.
And everyone will always find some sort of flaw towards your team. So I don't know if like there is ever an ability to have that when it comes to that name.
I just don't think there is anymore, Dusty. I really don't.
I think that probably ended in the early 2000s. I think there's too much hate in sports. I think
which is great.
I think part of it's great. I think part of it is unfortunate. We have a good conversation about that as well. But yeah, I mean,
there's hate in
the
sports,
90s,
and then there's being a douchebag.
Yeah, but like, hate in sports doesn't mean you have to hate every team who wins. No. Any team who wins or even sees an inkling of success, you're immediately going to start to see that their hatred, and part of it's social media or whatever it is, but no one hated Michael Jordan. I wasn't alive, but I mean, it seemed like everyone at all times. You mentioned the Ewing, and their Eastern Conference
It's hard to tell,
finals.
Mac, though, because we didn't have the ability for people to hate back then like we do now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
but Michael Jordan was 100% approval rating, right?
Well, we think that, but if we had Twitter back then, or social media back then, or the ability really for people to voice their opinions like we do today, who knows where Michael Jordan's career is?
I don't think it's because of Twitter. I think it's because of cameras. We know everything.
Well, I mean, increase in technology and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're on the same page here. Yeah, I'm just saying it's because of hate in sports, and I think it ended in the 90s.
I also
2000s.
think the platforms available to express emotion, whether it's a piece on Reddit, whether it's a piece on The Athletic, whether it's a piece on Yahoo, you name it, people are going to gravitate towards something, and then it's going to get traction. The example I will use is Freddie from Germany.
Freddie.
Like if this is World Cup 2006, this guy doesn't have this run. It's
exactly.
The power of social media. And people can start to skew their opinion, right? So like in sports, and you mentioned this nail on the head, cameras, right?
Yep.
Wemby. do we have the options to like go back, take different angles? I mean, for God's sakes, we have drones, right? So like you see everything from above, from the side, from different angles.
Yeah.
So I think it is hard to have that, and I think that's fine. I mean, I think it's okay to have. I mean, I love having hate in sports. It's what it's all about, right? Like that's what you want to have because that creates rivalries, that creates tension, that makes those AFC Championship games against Cincinnati that much sweeter when you do win,
absolutely.
and that much more pitful when you lose. So very interesting. We can continue to have this conversation. It's a good one to have throughout the day. But we asked the poll question on our Fescoe and Dusty Twitter page, or I guess our 96.5 The Fan Twitter page, which is a Wednesday poll question, so we get the sound.
I'm loving it. Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hello, America. This is already getting some people to fire back, obviously, because they don't like soccer. But
but that because you don't like soccer and don't understand the magnitude of what we watch. Get bent.
The poll question is, was Leo Messi's hat trick last night the best individual athletic performance we've seen inside Arrowhead Stadium? Athlete performance, I should say. 50-50, 8 votes.
Woo, all right, let's go.
Tell me which one's better, too. If you don't think that was the best.
We've got some text when we ask this question, and please always text in
Absolutely,
your opinions and comment.
Because there's stuff that we miss. You forget. You totally go, oh, yeah,
Somebody
that's
said
right.
Derek Thomas is 7 sacks.
That's incredible.
2 different numbers. Yeah. That's so far what we've got.
That's an incredible performance. Yes, 7 sacks in one game is epic. But again, this was the world stage.
Magnitude,
it's the World Cup. It's not a regular season NFL game. And that's why, for me, I look at it in a completely different lens because this is once every 4 years.
We'll find out. Again, poll question 913-586-7965 if you don't have X. Was last night Leo Messi's performance the greatest athlete performance at Arrowhead Stadium of all time? Yes or no? Very simple question. You asked a question because we kind of brought this up yesterday at a break.
Yeah, it was weird. You brought this up to me in a break yesterday. Then I saw a story out of it. For whatever reason, Dusty said to me yesterday, he goes, I think Mickey Mantle's the guy I'd love to go back in time and watch play. Okay, that's a good one, right?
Now, to give it some background, I'm a baseball geek to the fullest. Like I will again, watched every inning last night. Pray for me.
I do.
Every inning last night. Watched it. But yeah, I mean, because Mantle has all these like folklore stories, right? The 600-foot home run that went through the stadium out into wherever street that is, and
the one at Tiger Stadium they say would still be going if the roof wasn't there.
And I realized that he was somebody that I'd probably want to go back and see after watching the movie 61 that was directed and produced by Billy Crystal. And seeing how Thomas Jane portrayed him as Mickey Mantle, I thought, hearing stories, seeing who he was, being a ladies' man, a drinker, a lush, all this stuff, but also absolutely rip your soul out as a pitcher, as a hitter. I feel like that's one of the guys that I go back, and then you find the story that his first home run was caught by a monkey.
That's exactly right. And you wonder,
an actual animal.
Haven't you always wanted a monkey?
Yeah.
But I think, Mickey Mantle, Mickey could go down as the greatest ever if he didn't drink. And I don't have
Trout could do that if he didn't get hurt. Because that was his comp, and that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like when he plays 3 years, like we got Mickey Mantle.
And Mickey Mantle got hurt because he was drunk all the time, falling in drain pipes and all that kind of stuff. Like booze killed Mickey, and he'll tell you that. Well, he did tell you that before he died, but booze killed Mickey Mantle's career. He could have been better than he was. And so for whatever reason, Dusty said that to me yesterday about Mickey Mantle. And then they listen, obviously. And all of a sudden I get an email from MLB.com, and it's about, this Mickey Mantle home run that took place in Independence, Kansas. And they think it's the first home run that he's ever hit in the professional ranks was in Independence, Kansas. And he hits this home run, and then it's recovered by a monkey. Somebody had a monkey out there, and they recovered this home run from Mickey Mantle. And so that's how the story goes. His first professional home run was right down the road in Independence, Kansas, and it was caught by a monkey. And I'm thinking about that yesterday because Dusty had just brought Mickey Mantle up. Like, if you could go back in time and truly watch somebody play in sports, who would that player be? And for me, it's Yogi Berra because that was my dad's idol. And that guy was like a 10-time All-Star, MVP all over the place. I think either went to the World Series or won an MVP every year that he played Major League Baseball. An insane type of situation like that. So for me, I'd love to go back and watch Yogi play and see what my dad is talking about.
Yeah, if I could, just watch every athlete from like 85 to 95 in the NBA and the NFL. That would have been awesome. I mean, seeing MJ in his prime. But
you actually can, though. Just go to YouTube.
Well, of course I have, right? And Hardwood Classics, thank God. But, I mean, still, like, living that time would have been really cool. And obviously the 49ers teams and the Cowboys teams, all the amazing players on those teams, seeing them in their prime. So, yeah, that'd be mine.
Yeah, it's got to be George for me. Just, hearing all the stories that my buddy's dad and his friends would say at the Elks Lodge about George when, you go up there, watch a Royals game with him and, just join the drunkard crowd. And, like, just to be able to go back in, like, 1980.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
And, like, I get to see all the videos, the Pine Tar incident. Like, the Yankees feared nobody. They feared one man, and he wore 5 for the Royals.
And they planned how long to get him on that Pine Tar thing, too.
And, you got Billy Martin, who was, a head case with other people who got in the heads of other people. Might have been his greatest attribute as a manager, was being able to push the buttons of other teams. And then to hear the story of him hitting the home run off Gossage and hearing Yankee Stadium go silent. Like, I've been to Yankee Stadium. Not that Yankee Stadium, but I've been to the new Yankee Stadium. It's never silent, ever. Like, there's never a dull moment. Doesn't matter.
There's nothing better than being a visiting team and silencing a crowd.
And when he did that, and he upper tanked it.
Yeah.
And not even a home run hitter, but, like, tanked it up top in the upper deck, and it's off Gossage. Like, he's off, like, the guy. And all the stories, like, just being able to see how players are today, like, watching Bobby Witt Jr. hit the ball at ease and still hone a 291 average. Yeah, Brett was hitting like 330.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
Chased 400 guys.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, just insane. And just to see that in one of the greatest third basemen of all time in baseball, I still think he's probably the third greatest of all time. Again, you can have your votes, but I think I think Brooks, Schmidt, and Brett.
And Brett would tell you that too, probably.
And I think Brett and Schmidt are probably 1 and 2. Just Schmidt had the power and might have been a better glove at third. I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, I think George is mine when it comes to like an athlete, because I never saw George play. I never watched one game of George Brett that I can remember. I mean, I know he retired at 93. I don't remember a single thing about Brett.
Yeah, as you shouldn't, because back in 93, I barely remember watching George play, and I was born in 1977. But, I obviously remember, but it's very faint memories because of how long ago that truly was. And so, yeah, that's a good one. And like I just said to Mac, I encourage people, if you haven't seen these guys play, seriously, go back and YouTube some of these old games and watch them. Now, you can't with Yogi and Mickey because there wasn't a lot of footage of stuff back then. But like stuff from the 80s and 90s, if you're looking for, what were the Dallas Cowboys like? Dial it up on YouTube go watch it. Yeah.
Text coming in from the greatest athlete performance in Arrowhead Stadium. No, it was against Algeria, LMAO. Bo Jackson running up the wall, the 13-second comeback.
Jackson running up the wall
for the 13. Yeah, Bo Jackson. I don't know about
that. Was that in Kaufman's?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I have to look that up.
No, he ran up the wall in Anaheim. You're talking about the All-Star game in Anaheim? Yeah.
What individual athlete in the 13 seconds game would you pick out to be above Messi?
Well, you know who I would pick? I would pick Josh Allen or that wide receiver that had like 10 touchdowns, Or
are you picking like that one Tyreek Hill touchdown in the fourth quarter where he went like all the way across the field and then up and outran everyone? Kelsey was, imperative in that comeback. Mahomes was fantastic. There's not one guy in the 13 seconds game. That's just a story.
Somebody says they'd love to see Muhammad Ali fight.
Oh, that's
great
good.
Answer.
I
great
love
answer.
that, man. That's a cool one. I never thought about something like that. Brilliant, yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
What do you think Binkley's going to say?
I don't know, but the poll question that we put up was Leo Messi's hat trick last night, the best individual athlete performance we've seen inside Arrowhead Stadium. 40% say yes, 60 say no. We'll get to Jay Binkley on their side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you about my friends over at Golden Oak Lending, and you know what? These guys have been lifesavers for us over the last decade. They've helped us out of some financial situations, and you know what? They can do the same for you as well, but it all starts with that free mortgage checkup. And guys, don't be embarrassed by it. We all get behind on credit cards. We all have, expenses come up that we're not expecting, whether it's a car accident, you have to buy a new car like we do now, or maybe you've got college tuition or a wedding, whatever it is. We all get those expenses in life where we go, what am I going to do? Well, Golden Oak Lending can help with that. And when you take their free mortgage checkup, that gives them the ability to see if you've got a great low rate on your mortgage. And if you don't, they'll go out there and they'll find a great low rate for you. And the best thing about Golden Oak Lending is you can save all kinds of cash. $1,100 per month is the average cash out customer savings when they refinance with Golden Oak Lending. And you also get to go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment, so you get to save some money that way as well. So take their free mortgage checkup now. It's risk-free and there's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just a phone conversation. 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD. And let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control can make your yard look as awesome as they've made ours. And if they can make our yard look great, think about what they can do for your yard, because I guarantee you yours wasn't as bad as ours was a year ago when Aspen Lawn and Pest Control took over. And after they stopped laughing and making fun of us for having such a bad yard, they turned it into the best yard on the block. And I love them for that. They have been outstanding for us, and we love our front yard. We love our backyard, and we also love spending time outside. Aspen Lawn and Pest Control allows us to do that with the mosquito dome that they put over our house. Keeps out all of those bugs. The mosquitoes nowhere to be found. The ticks, the fleas, they're gone. The dog can roll around in the yard and have herself a great time as well. Right now, Aspen is going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com. And when you're there, hey, if you're looking for a job, they're hiring as well. Aspen's a great place to work. They're a great company in the Kansas City area, and they can help you as well. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com.
Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts in America. And this Father's Day, you'll get a little something extra for dear old dad. Stop by Booth Creek Wagyu at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf and receive the ultimate Father's Day grill package when you spend over $299. That's a Booth Creek grill spatula, meat mitch, and Booth Creek seasonings, and even a pair of customized barbecue socks, all free with minimum purchase. Get Dad what he really wants. Available now at both Booth Creek Wagyu locations.
Come score the shirt with 96.5 The Fan, as we'll be in the Lightwell office building at 11th and Main in downtown KC-Mo every Wednesday between 11 and 1 during the World Soccer Championship, giving away shirts, gift cards, and more. Lightwell, managed by Area, owned by Samara Road.
Join 96.5 The Fan and Circus Sports for Parlays and Pints with Mac Morey and Drew Nixon at Beckett's in the Crossroads this Saturday, June 20th from 3 to 5. Enjoy prizes, cold drinks, and sports talk. Circus Sports. Sports betting the way it should be. Visit circusports.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Join us for Parlays and Pints with Mac Morey and Drew Nixon at Beckett's in the Crossroads on Saturday, June 20th from 3 to 5 as we broadcast live along with our friends at Circus Sports. Sports betting the way it should be. Circusports.com. 96.5 The Fan.
This report is brought to you by Bet365.
winning is everything.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC 169 highway southbound. Off again, on again, slow stuff from Briarcliff down to the airport exit downtown. 70 westbound. Getting heavy now from about the Fescoe into the downtown loop, getting onto 670 quite slow. Picks up and moves better around Oak Street westbound. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
He loves beer and chewing tobacco, football and booze. He knows Bobby Bowden. He knows Pete Carroll. He likes the 3-4 defense. He's Jay Bigley. He loves beer and chewing tobacco, football and booze. He knows Bobby Bowden. He knows Pete Carroll. He likes the 3-4 defense. He's Jay Bigley.
Right, it's Jay Binkley time here on 96.5 The Fan on a Wednesday. You've heard him all week so far on Cody and Gold, filled in with Alex Gold. Bink, did you watch Messi do his work last night?
I did, man. I had such an enjoyable time just kind of watching that, just seeing what they'd say about Kansas City, the scenery, the background, seeing what the stadium would look like different. But, yeah, I mean, it was the greatest of all time. As far as soccer right here in Kansas City, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. And we've been talking all morning. We think it's the greatest individual performance that we've ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium.
Man, that's tough. That Derek Thomas, well, of course, on the worldwide stage, yes. I was trying to think of that myself. I was like, Derek Thomas is 7 sacks in the game. Also, Warren Moon put up 527 yards at Arrowhead when he played for the Oilers. And that's the Norm Van Brocklin, I think, is the record holder, but that was like 1951. But the modern-day NFL, since the merger, that's the most passing yards ever in the game was Warren Moon against the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And I think Matt Schaub did the 527 as well. So
wow,
I was thinking about that. That Warren Moon game was insane. I mean, the Chiefs just absolutely couldn't stop him that day. But as far as individual performances, those are the great. But of course, Messi, when he tied the World Cup goal record.
Yep, pretty crazy,
insane.
So
yeah,
Binkley, you're familiar with the term cringe, right?
Yes,
that's what I thought of with that video yesterday with Rashee Rice getting released.
Oh, very cringe. I mean, he almost ran over a guy in the crosswalk.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a dude ready to go, man. He was just, I mean, it might be a typical reaction, like just so excited to leave there. So he's moving well. That was good to see. I think I was also, because I wasn't 100% sure where the rehab was being done and everything, but when I, read for Pro Football Talk that he was able to leave to go to a hospital, for rehab every day or whatever, I was like, all right, this is much better. This makes you feel much better than doing rehab, in the jail and stuff. So, yeah, but he was ready to roll, wasn't he?
Yeah, just like the guys there with their cameras, like that was cringe to me. Him like running out and like, everything like that. I don't know. It just seemed like a little bit weird to me, but here we are. He's out, and I'm sure the first person he's going to go see is Andy Reid, and then I would assume the man with the gray beard that brings a bunch of attitude, which is Eric Bieniemy, would be the next person.
Yeah, I think so. And the good news was when Andy Reid was talking last week at the end of minicamp, talking about, well, probably be in next week, or it was paraphrasing something about coming here. So hopefully he's getting here to Arrowhead. He'll use the training staff, the same people working with Mahomes and everything else. Focus in on that, kind of put everything behind you. But, we've been down this road before with Rashee Rice. I mean, things have happened. And you're like, all right, this is your chance. This is the one chance to look in the mirror and say, man, I got to improve myself. But then you find yourself in the situation he was just in. You hope that was kind of a scared straight moment, being there for 30 days, and that things will change. I just think about, Rice's situation, seeing all these other receivers get these contract extensions, even like a Christian Watson that was drafted the year before him, never having 700 yards in the NFL, get that contract. Or seeing this offseason where an Alec Pierce, who's never had more than 52 catches in a year, is making $29 million. There's a lot of time to sit there and think about your life and your place in football when you see all these other contracts going out and you miss those opportunities for that. You're seeing Tyreek Hill, signing autographs at an auto dealership in Jefferson City this weekend. Like, he wouldn't even get those type of deals. I mean, you got to stay out of trouble. Then you get that stuff, or go do furniture commercials like Isaiah Pacheco. You missed out on all that money as well. But man, I look at the situation. I think it's almost, I know it sounds weird, but it's kind of a good situation for the Chiefs in the fact that they have a player now. It's not like they gave Rashee Rice this big extension in the offseason, and now you're worried about motivation. What's going to be the motivation of the player to get better at his skills? You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that content when you pay a guy. You're worried about that motivation, because all the motivation will be hopefully there for Rashee Rice. This is chance to go out and make money in the NFL. That one chance in life you really get to get that contract. It's to do it this year with this team, with the Hall of Fame quarterback, with the Hall of Fame head coach, being the number one wide receiver. Not like the Chiefs went out and drafted a number one wide receiver. Had they drafted a receiver in the first round, that's a much different situation, because now you're going to be competing with that guy. But when you're the clear identifiable number one and they're counting on you so much, yeah, we'll see if this works for him.
I hope he learned his lesson, because the way he left jail yesterday, as Dusty mentioned, cringe, and the way that car took off through the crosswalk, yeah. I'm wondering, man, I hope he learned his lesson.
I hope so too, and I hope they always talk about everybody needs what's Chris Carter talking about? You need a yes man,
fall guy,
or a fall guy. Yeah, he needs a no guy. Like Rashee Rice needs a no guy. Like, no, hey man, we should go out and do this. No. He needs that one no guy, in his group to say, no, it's football time. Let's just stay in tonight. Let's chill. You got 29 million reasons not to do this, but 30 days, hopefully there's some time to reflect in that situation about your organization. You're playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. You're the number one wide receiver for this team. Hopefully the Chiefs will be able to benefit from a motivated, extremely motivated player, but time will tell.
Binkley, time will tell, but either way, next Wednesday we'll have you back and we'll talk more things Chiefs, because it gets closer and closer to camp, July 29th. I know you're excited and we can't wait to dive into it, but we appreciate the time, my man.
All right, guys, take care.
Carrington Harrison tweeted 8 hours ago. It shouldn't be that much of a surprise that a team from Lawrence got whooped in football. Power of social media will explain next on 96.5 The Fan, your home from Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you can go to Hy-Vee and get a breakfast that will hit the spot. I'm talking about eggs and bacon and sausage and biscuits and gravy and all of those things that you love for breakfast. You can find them all at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. In fact, right now, if you're waking up and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I got some extra time today, I need some breakfast. Well, you need to go to Hy-Vee and get a fresh, hot breakfast from my friends over at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Be sure to check out the Good Morning Meal Deals all summer long. We're talking about 3 delicious Rise and Dine deals every single day, like the Good Start, 2 eggs, toast, sausage or bacon, and a side of crispy hash browns for just $6.99, or the biscuits and gravy for just $5. Morning just got a whole lot brighter with breakfast at the Hy-Vee Market Grill, only at Hy-Vee.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Don't wait for your AC to break down in the summer heat. Call Hamilton Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Rooter for a $69 air conditioning tune-up. An AC tune-up can improve efficiency to help save money on energy bills and prevent costly breakdowns. Trust the local experts for reliable service 7 days a week. Over 40 years experience and more than 8,000 five-star reviews, plus our exceptional service guarantee, make Hamilton your right choice. Visit callhamilton.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Cody and Gold. We all know this summer the world's best teams are on the pitch chasing the win. And if you're tired of watching from the sidelines, it's time to get into the game.
This is easy. Train like a pro over at Centric. Hands-on IT skills. Great instruction from coaches. Sound familiar? And, of course, a very deep employer relationship ready to put you on their roster in a job here in KC.
The clock's running. Build your skills, join the team, score your goal, and head over to Centric. Training built for the real world. Centric.com.
Carpal tunnel syndrome. Heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Paid for, client portrayal, and endorsed. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
After my car wreck, there was a lot I didn't know.
I do know. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Join us on June 18th at Minsky's in City Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for our U.S. Open watch party as Cody and Gold broadcast live starting at 10 with your chance to win an official Sun Cruiser golf bag and more. Presented by Sun Cruiser, the official canned cocktail of the U.S. Open. 96.5, The Fan.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Hey, it's almost Andy Reid. Don't let your garage door fumble this summer. Score big with our Renner Garage Door Summer Tune-Up. Plus, get free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back.
RENNER. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
North KC, 169 highway southbound, off again, on again, slow stuff from Briarcliff down towards the airport exit. Grandview Triangle, things look good. 435 westbound, still rolling from there to the state line. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Join us on June 18th at Minsky's in City Market, starting at 10 for our U.S. Open watch party as Cody and Gold broadcast live with your chance to win an official Sun Cruiser golf bag. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. If someone were to take a bite out of your ass, where would that bite occur? Left cheek, right cheek, hole?
Probably the right cheek.
Okay.
Nah, get bent.
Is that where your wallet goes?
I don't keep it in my back pocket.
Front pocket?
Yeah. And I don't really, I just have like a little money clip anymore, you know. You don't really need a wallet, quite honestly, anymore. All your cards are on your phone. You know, the only thing we don't have now are digital IDs, which are starting to be rolled out. I think there's like 18 states or something now that has the digital ID. And so once we get the digital ID, the days of like carrying the George Costanza wallet, man, those days are going to be done.
Yeah, I keep my birth certificate, Social Security, shot records all in my wallet. That's a joke.
I was like, wow. I was going to say, okay. You do you.
I want to get into the power of social media because I thought it was completely crazy yesterday that the world was taken over by a guy named Jelly Roll and a lady named Bunny XO getting a divorce. And, of course, the quote tweet on it says, sad day for people who know the price of scrap metal. That's what the world comes to. But I want to take this time to talk about the guy, Freddie, right? And I've told this story earlier this week that my stepdad, he's never had Twitter until about a week and a half ago because he listens to the show daily. He works from home. He works for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, computer programmer. And he started hearing us talk about this Freddie guy. So he got curious, looked it up, and was like, okay, well, nowadays, you know, Twitter, it used to be you could click on it. It would just open up. You wouldn't have to have the page or the app. Maybe you still do. You still don't have to, but he's got it now. And he's following this guy. And he, you know, sends me a text, you know, yesterday and goes, did you see that J.J. Watt hooked up this guy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at you following this story. And then you see that Houston hooked him up, the Astros, right? And the Royals have reached out when he comes to Kansas City. We have reached out to see if he'll come on the show. But he's done
We're small potatoes for this guy now, you know?
Oh, we don't matter at all. But, I mean, it just shows you that in a time of today that this guy coming to America being captivated by what we take advantage of every day in life. Like, we hear about Buc-ee's all the time, but like you put yourself in a foreigner's shoes, and I go to Jamaica, right? And I see the beautiful blue water. That's people like, yeah, we see this every day.
That's exactly right.
You go to Greece, you take the famous photo on the stairs and all that. And everyone's like, okay, another American couple. Taking a picture here. We see it every day. Cool sunrise, cool sunset. And you're captivated by it. And where the American side of it is like how we have seen our world kind of evolve. Like a Buc-ee's is a, you know, stopping point for people my age and beyond and before. And, you know, my friends that go to Gulf Shores, they drive, and then my buddy's like, yeah, we're going to stop at Buc-ee's. The wife wants to go in there and get, you know, beaver nuggets or whatever the famous things are there. And you think about where social media is today and like the availability of it where, yes, the number is still probably like 1% of people become famous via social media, but we have to assume that this guy is going to have what I would think a Netflix series documentary. I would assume it's already probably getting reached out to. I really hope that he does like an interview because he's done a very good job of staying private.
Yeah, he really has.
He puts a little Ronaldo picture over his face. His friends have other like cover up over their face. And I think it's also cool that like it's not just about, there's like a gnat in here. It's
I
not
had one
just,
of those flying around at dinner last night. I mean, it was insane.
It's that time of year. And so it's one of those things where like, not only is he getting like a bunch of stuff, they're also like giving his friends that he's with or whoever he's with, them too. Houston Astros hook him up. J.J. Watt's hooked him up. You've seen him go to the LSU's field. He got to go down there and get on the field and see all of that. I assume if and when he comes to Kansas City, the Royals will give him an awesome experience. I assume that will happen as well. But like, I would love to see like the tops of the tops, like you just mentioned, were potato chips to this guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
But what I want to see are the people that, are always the front face of everything. Sit this guy down on 60 Minutes. Now, maybe he doesn't want to do that, and that's totally fine.
Sure.
But, I'd love to see him on 60 Minutes and just hear his story. I'd love to see Netflix give him a documentary. He's never going to work again.
No.
He's going to have so many different avenues and pathways to, explain the story even more so to where, I think that as you get older in life, and Mac, you will start to notice this as well, probably when you get into your 30s, so hold on tight. But, you'll start seeing things that have happened that in 5 to 10 years from now, there will be a documentary and you'll be like, dude, I lived that. And the one that hits me closest that I followed and then saw the results was the Aaron Hernandez case. Whereas for you, it's probably OJ. You remember watching that live on television. And then by the time you're 45 years old, here's these documentaries where you're like.
It's interesting because I was going to say 9/11, but, you know, and the reason I would have said 9/11 is because most of those documentaries were out long before any OJ documentaries were out, you know?
And you kind of that hits really close to home.
God,
walking to Ground Zero with you, it got quiet. And probably the 5th time in my life, I knew not to say anything.
Yeah.
Because we're walking down the street and you're like, yeah, there's the church that survived. Nothing happened to it. And then I look over, I'm like, that's where it is. And then we get to the 2 squares in the ground and Bob's silent. And I'm like, oh. And then we get to the new World Trade Center museum and building. And he's like, yeah, we used to come to the World Trade Center every Christmas. And I'm like, that's
class trips. I mean, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where maybe it's 3 years from now and Mac's 30 years old and he'll be like, dude, I remember talking about this on the radio, following this guy on social media. Now it all makes sense why he was doing this. You get the full story. And I just think it's pretty crazy because of what he's doing in this country and that you don't know this person, but you know this person.
That's exactly
because
right.
of the power of social media.
And what he's doing for me, I think, is he is reminding me, and I think it's good for everybody, how great this country really is. I mean, people can complain about what they don't like about the United States, and you can do that anywhere you go. I'm sure if you go live for 5 years in any other country, you're going to complain about what goes on there. It's what we do, right? But it's also reminding us of how great this country is and how many great human beings are in the United States of America. And I think Freddie's tour and what he's doing, and there's others out there doing it, they're just not as popular as Freddie, right? For whatever reason, Freddie hit the ground running and has become the most popular of all of these tourists. But you see all of these international tourists coming over here and realizing this is an amazing place. And we are so lucky and fortunate that this is our country, and we have the opportunity to do all of this stuff that he's taking advantage of on a daily basis, like the smallest of things. Like I saw him yesterday tweeting about it's raining in Galveston and I want to go to the beach. Hey, for us, we sometimes take stuff like that for granted. Or he's going to Buc-ee's, we take stuff like that for granted. And he's living these moments like we all do when we all go to other countries. But with having millions of people here now in the United States having the time of their lives, it's just reminding me we are so fortunate and lucky to live where we do.
And not only that, yesterday his new feat was he tweets this. This is the coolest thing ever. We're at NASA getting a tour from astronaut Annie McClain. This is us entering the Orion capsule that flew around the moon in April.
I mean, how sick is that? Like, he's literally doing everything that you could possibly want to do as an American in this country. And I ask you guys, if you had the opportunity to do one thing in America, what would you choose? Because this guy, Freddie, he's getting to do everything. Literally everything that you could possibly want, and some stuff you haven't even thought about, like the NASA thing and being in that space capsule yesterday. It's like, oh my God, this guy's getting to do literally everything that the United States has to offer.
People are offering private jets, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, people are offering this guy everything.
He's turning them down.
Has to. He's got too much on the itinerary.
Too much on the itinerary, yeah.
It
is true, yeah.
I mean, people are offering him to fly private jets from places that he's going to. I mean, he's saying no because he'd rather drive. That's what I'm saying. He's choosing to drive because he wants to drive through the United States. I think that's awesome.
I think it's great. I mean, it really, and we were sitting around the other day. I guess it was Friday, maybe Sunday or Monday. And we started planning next year's summer vacation. And a lot of it for me was the impetus of watching all of these tourists from Europe over here doing great things. And I go, we just haven't been on a road trip in a long time because, the kids just get to that point where they don't want to go or, it's just boring to them and it's miserable. You know how it is with kids trying to get them to do this stuff. But we're doing it next year. And I said, we're doing a family road trip. It's probably our final one as a family before everybody moves on to college and everything. And we're going to go out to Yellowstone and Mount Rushmore and all that. And I'm watching all of these Europeans do this American road trip. I'm like, it's time for me to get back out on the road because that's what we did when we were kids, man. I was fortunate. 2 weeks every summer, we loaded up in the Toyota van and drove up and down the East Coast, as far west as the Mississippi River. We saw everything. And I want to do that again one more time with my kids and these guys, Freddie and everybody else, man. It's send a message to me that I got to get back out on the open road, man, and experience it again because it's a great place out there, man. It really is. America's a wonderful, wonderful place, and I'm so glad that everybody from around the world is actually getting an opportunity to see that.
I don't know if I 100% agree with this, but I get what they're saying from the 816. I also think it's fascinating because most of the U.S. is not built for tourism. So he just experiences everyday life and finds it so cool. Now, I think there's a lot of places in America that are obviously tourist places, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you kind of used to it. And somebody says, who are you guys talking about? I just sat down in my truck. This guy named Freddie, he's on Twitter. He's going everywhere. If you missed it or you've been under a rock or obviously maybe you don't have social media, Freddie is his name from Germany. He took off on an adventure to the United States. He's gone everywhere from Chipotle to Buc-ee's to Freddy's to Culver's to NASA to LSU Stadium, and he just keeps going, and he's picking up traction from other athletes.
He's going to Ella Langley tomorrow night in Oklahoma City, and he gets to meet Ella Langley. I mean, how cool is that?
I'd pass out. Coming up on the other side, an item comes back from the past, plus we get into the best weapons conversation. Mac Morey takes over with one word on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Window World are absolutely amazing because we needed new windows a few years ago, and we made one call. It was to 1-800-GET-WINDOWS, and we said, hey, Window World, we need over 30 new windows. Come on out and show us what you can do. And they came out, and they gave us that free estimate, and we were in right away because we know Window World windows are the best replacement windows out there on the market today. Window World windows are one of 2 windows with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, and they're ranked number 1 in windows sold in the country by Qualified Remodeler magazine. So everybody has Window World windows in their home. They are the official windows of the Kansas City Chiefs and the official windows of the Fescoe household as well. And with Window World windows, that over half the appointments Window World will set this year are from previous customers. So when that happens, you know people love their Window World windows. So it's time for you to get Window World windows in your home right now. Call 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS, or visit them at windowskansascity.com. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this. Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
This summer, grab a Truly Hard Seltzer. Light, bubbly, fruity, and make your dreams come truly. Join us for our game day watch parties on June 12th, 19th, and 25th at Peanuts locations. Truly Hard Seltzer, the official hard seltzer of U.S. Soccer. Visit odyssey.com/965thefan for more info on watch parties. And visit trulyhardseltzer.com/locations to find Truly near you. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, LLC, Boston, Massachusetts. Hard Seltzer, 5% alcohol by volume. Please drink responsibly. 21 plus only.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
From backyard barbecues to homegrown herbs, the best parts of summer start at Lowe's. Right now, get 3 Fairy Morse 1.3 quart vegetables and herbs for just $12. Plus, get 4 bags of Miracle Grow 0.75 cubic foot garden soil for only $10. Whether you're planting something new or giving your garden a refresh, now's the time to make the most of your outdoor space. Save more on what you need this summer at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Aren't you tired of just not feeling right? Look, it's easy to ignore some of those symptoms, those things that have been in the back of your brain. Am I feeling normal? All of those things can be sign of low T, whether it be low sex drive, low motivation, and everything else in between. And at Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic. They want to help you get back to feeling the way you used to feel. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, and maybe you have that issue as well, which means at Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test to find out for yourself what next steps can be taken. Men, a lot of times we ignore these signs, and you shouldn't. You should continue to feel your best, and the expert providers at Low T Center can tailor all those TRT plans to you, and that's what's important, so that you can get back to feeling normal, so those workouts can be the same, so the energy, so the sex drive, all that stuff. Aren't you tired of just not feeling like yourself? Can feel normal again. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test today. That's fixmylowt.com.
This is George Karloftis, and you're listening to your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC, 169 highway southbound. Things are briefly heavy at 9 highway, but stay sluggish to the airport exit. 29 southbound, a little slow crossing over into the downtown loop. Grandview Triangle, things look pretty good. 71 northbound, a brief slow spot as you make your way up towards Bannister with an accident reporting. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Continue to roll along as today you get Portugal versus the Dominican Republic of Congo at 12 o'clock. England versus Croatia. Banger of a game, by the way. That's at 3 o'clock. Ghana and Panama at 6. And then Uzbekistan, is that how you say that?
Oh!
And Colombia. That's at 9 o'clock tonight. And don't forget, our tournament scoreboard updates are brought to you by Surfside, made with real vodka and zero bubbles, so zero troubles for you. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly. I wonder if Freddie, the guy we just talked about, is going to hit up McDonald's. Because we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but it took
probably the only place he doesn't go, right?
I mean, he's been to Whataburger. He's been to Whataburger,
yep.
Freddy's, Culver's, Chipotle.
Yeah, they have Wendy's and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
KFC.
They have McDonald's and KFC 100% in Europe because, I mean, KFC over there is insane.
They had KFC in Jamaica, dude.
And he's in Germany, which from what I know from my brother's time in there when he went to go see us play over there in Germany, in Munich, very Americanized. I mean, it feels a lot like America as far as Europe goes. It feels more like America in the West than a lot of other countries, is what I've heard.
Yeah. And so they've got some of that stuff over there, but they don't have the Culvers and the Freddy's and the stuff that he's already enjoyed over here,
steak
right?
and shake. Dude, Steak and Shake's so good.
I do love it. Good chili cheese fry.
When was the last time anybody's gone to Steak and Shake? And where is one anymore?
I was going to say, I don't have one near me, but when I was in Nashville, all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had two close to me. Yeah, Western Barbecue Bacon Burger, get a Frisco melt. I mean, my God.
I mean,
a half-cut tea.
I think I went to Steak and Shake maybe once, and part of the reason that I never went in there is because I had a friend in college who used to talk about his dad eating the chili at Steak and Shake before going on road trips. It would burp up the chili the whole time they were in the car. And, like, I heard that story, and I'm like, I'm not interested in ever going to Steak and Shake because of that story. It's amazing how things like that can just kind of, change your perspective of everything.
That was my second job.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah.
Which location?
Well, over in, by that time we had moved.
You'd moved already?
Sophomore in high
Because there
school,
used to be one right here next to the Econo Lodge. up
Now
there,
it's
right?
an Alberto's.
Yeah, it's a Mexican restaurant now, but I never went when it was there either. It was like literally right there for. I mean, I never thought of pulling into Steak and Shake, but I'm an odd duck, so
You go to Abelardo's, you get the breakfast burrito, side of chips and queso. Sign me up for a nap. But McDonald's said that they're going to bring back the fried apple pie for the 250 birthday for the United States. And
happy birthday, America! Here's a fried pie.
Hello, America. Of course, right? And you asked, like, what other iconic items would make the list. So I brainstormed, went into the garage, and thought about this.
Yeah.
Flintstones push pops back in the day. Eat the Fred Flintstone, the Wilma one. For those of you that remember, they were push pops, ice cream. You took.
I don't remember the push pop.
Oh man, push ups is what they were called. But like, which is ironic because you had to do about 100 after you eat one. But they were so good. And they were Flintstone based or Flintstone vitamins.
Oh, the Flintstone vitamins were the best. I used to bite the head off of Fred.
Take one a day, but we'd all eat 4. And then your parents wouldn't know why the bottle's gone in 2 weeks. They were good.
Yeah.
And I was eating my vitamins.
I mean, you were eating all those characters.
Oh, yeah.
It was fantastic.
And then,
were those even good for us, or were those just placebos? Do we even know? Like,
I don't know. They said vitamins, and they were candy, and our parents just said yes.
Every kid had Flintstone vitamins. Like, literally every single kid had those things.
The purple Fred was the best.
I like the red Betty.
Oh. One thing I thought of that was like kind of nostalgic for me was the Butterfinger BBs. Do you remember those?
Yeah, those were good. Yeah,
little balls of Butterfinger that were just in a little bag. They just discontinued them. I thought of is 250 years the year that Dip Dots become the ice cream of the past?
I would hope so. I mean,
since 1984, they've been the ice cream of the future.
It has been forever.
Figured that was
It's
a fun
never
one.
taken
That's a great
off.
one.
No,
it's never taken off.
I love them at baseball games.
But you don't get it anywhere else. Like, I don't think you can buy it at your grocer's freezer.
I think that they're amazing, especially the cookies and cream one.
It's
That's
fantastic.
my favorite.
Kids love them. I mean,
they're great.
Adults love them. They're just $9 for 4 ounces.
Exactly.
But it's funny how it's like Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future. America turns 250. It's now the ice cream of the past.
That's right.
The other one I can think of is rectangular pizza.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Great
The
one.
square lunch pizza.
Yeah. Smash it all day long, baby.
See, this is, again, my warped mind. Like, I grew up where pizza's a delicacy, right? And we would have that same school lunch pizza that everybody had. And it was whatever. But I would always like take the cheese off it and look at the sauce, and it always looked like somebody's zit face was there because it was like all these white dots on this red. And so for me, like the school pizza always reminded somebody of zits all over their face.
I guess that could be okay. Yeah, I never thought about that. I just ate the pizza.
Well, like I said, I got a warped mind.
I've never seen these Butterfinger BBs. Damn, dude.
They were so good.
Why did they get rid of those?
They were discontinued in 06. How did I not get this?
I don't know, but they were
What the hell?
one of the best snacks you could ever take on the
Hell,
road because
Mom.
they were just like butter. It was like the Butterfinger. We didn't have the whole bar. You just pop those
'em.
BBs, man.
Yeah, I wonder why they got rid of those. That's interesting. They should have kept
You're
those
not
on
the only one
market.
who wants them back, apparently.
No, it's
They're all over
a thing.
Reddit. Lots of people are like,
We
why?
want
Come back.
everything that we don't have back, and then we won't buy any of it. You know, people always say, would you eat it In-N-Out if it was here? I'd say maybe once a month, you know, but like.
That's a pretty good amount, though.
Is it really? Once a month?
12 times a year,
I
you're
get when
going
you
to
put it like
In-N-Out?
that,
That's
yeah.
a pretty good amount.
I guess it is. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. But like, if we have it at our offering, we're not going to eat it. Like I was
Yeah,
talking to my
no, I get
wife
that.
the other day, and Dusty, you may remember. Do you remember Kudos bars from back in the day?
Oh yeah, we got them for map testing.
They were fantastic.
Oh, they had the M&M one.
Oh.
That was the best
these
one.
look awesome.
Yeah, Kudos bars, and then we got
I think
fruit
I've had
snacks.
these.
But they don't have Kudos bars anymore.
No,
like
no,
you
they have
can't get the
Bueno
Kudos.
bars. Yeah, they got what is it? The Bueno bars, like the what is it?
Yeah, I know what they are, but they're not like the Kudos. though. They don't have the stuff in it. I mean, that was like a great granola candy bar that somehow they peddled as I think is healthy.
The Democratic Republic of Congo. Sorry, not the Dominican Republic. I'm too baseball minded. I apologize, text line. But yeah, the Kudos bars were great. We had the fruit snacks. That was map testing 101 every single year that we had to do that in school.
That's how they
gave you sugar to stay awake for your map testing.
They're like, hey, keep going. You're
It
going
was
to get
basically
this.
which is funny. Map testing was a scam because it was basically just to show how well your school has taught the kids.
That's right.
Just
And
a
you were
flex.
basically taking an ACT test at age 12. And it was just but like there they were. It's like you get one of each: Kudo bar, fruit snack. Somebody brings up the Choco Taco. Praise be.
Yeah, they got rid of
great.
that too.
Oh,
I mean,
great.
like seriously, why did they get rid of that?
I don't know, but you let that thing sit out for about 5 minutes and get a little soft, and then you just smash it.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Oh,
Did you see Pizza Hut's now being sold?
$2.7 billion.
Yeah, and so like Yum Brands spun it off. People are saying, maybe people are hoping for this, but Pizza Hut would be smart to bring back the old school Pizza Hut. That's how Pizza Hut is going to reinvent itself and really rejuvenate its
That's
brand.
what happened to Red
right?
Lobster.
Oh, has it been?
Is it
good?
It's been a couple years ago, but they sold some some fan of Red Lobster bought it and then brought back like endless shrimp, the steam bags, whatever, and Red Lobster had a surge.
It did it really? I didn't know that. I thought Red Lobster was falling off
They
the
went
earth.
back to their roots, man. And he was
that's-
like, I'm going to give the people what they've always wanted. And then
let's look
I don't
at
know
it.
if it's still doing now, but like if it, at the time, he brought these like steam bags where you know what those are, like crab legs, corn, sausage, all that, and then brought back, maybe didn't bring back endless shrimp, but whatever it was, brought back some other stuff that from the past people had seen go away, and they're like, I'm out. I don't want to go spend my money there. And it had an uptick, I know, in the stock market.
Yeah, and I would say right now, if you're doing stuff like that, you do need to cater to my generation. We're the ones with the disposable income more than anybody. The older generation always has more of that. And so if you roll out like Pizza Hut, old school, that resonate with, people of my generation, we'll bring our kids there. They'll get excited about it. They're saying Book It may be coming back now as well, as we've talked about.
Come on now.
But you've got to open those Pizza Hut dining rooms and give us the grease. Don't be trying to go all healthy and all that kind of stuff. Grease up that pan. Give me that pan pizza full of grease. Give me that salad bar.
You know what
Let's
you're getting
go.
yourself into when you go. And if they open one in Kansas, Steven Spector said he'll let us do the show live from the first Pizza Hut opening buffet in Kansas.
Good.
Arrowhead Stadium from BetMGM has hosted 3 of the greatest athletes of all time: Leo Messi, Patrick Mahomes, Don Terry Poe.
One word.
First name is Blake, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise. Katie Holmes. No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
It is one word brought to you by Maloney's, The Sand Trap, and The Landing. 3 great local spots that have delicious food, cold drinks, and TVs galore to watch your favorite sports teams. They have all 3 outdoor patio seatings to enjoy this nice spring weather. Maloney's today. Spicy jalapeno popper burger. Holy smokes. Woo. Hello, America. Double smash burger on a pretzel roll with pepper jack cheese, jalapeno cream cheese, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes, served with your choice of fries or chips just for $15. And every drink special available on Wednesdays that they offer throughout the week is available at Maloney's. Plus, you can ask him how he was close to meeting Leo Messi last night. He almost went full Salt Bay on the field, but they said, no, sir.
And you said it, Messi had a night last night. It's not only the story in KC, it's the story in sports, it's the story around the world. Right
It's the world story. I mean, it's the greatest single performance that we saw.
Exactly right.
I mean, my God.
Listen.
McAllister trying to keep it poked away, but no real outlet forward for Algeria.
Yes, he can.
Right up the gut. What a ball that is. Messi on the turn. Options either side. Lionel Messi! There's your goal! There's more history! There's the Magic Man again! The board. A lot of assists as well as he clips that in. Gonzalez going to get there, fires it in, looking for Julian Alvarez. Clearance only as far as Alexis McAllister on the decks and on the save. The rebound is Messi's second goal. He might end the night as the World Cup's all-time top goal scorer. Messi with 2, Argentina with 2. Total control for the defending champions. Nico Gonzalez, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi! First career World Cup hat trick, ties the all-time goal-scoring record.
You heard it there, tied the record with 16 now in the World Cup. I believe that's in 27 games, 24, 27 games. One word, 38 years old, Lionel Messi.
Impressive. And any superlative that you want to use to describe what we saw last night at Arrowhead is just magical right now. Only the 55th hat trick in World Cup history, and we saw it right here with maybe the greatest player of all time. It's the single greatest individual performance, in my opinion, that we have ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
You hate the debates, but jeez, man.
Hey, Ronaldo, let's see what he's going to do today, too. I'm excited about that. See if he's going to try to top Messi, right?
Exactly. I read today it's going to be Russell Westbrook-type usage from him. That boy's going to be shooting and shooting and shooting.
Quickly, before you get into the next one word, we actually did get an intelligent response to the greatest athlete performance on Arrowhead Stadium. This comes from Tyler Roy on Twitter. Tyreek Hill is the answer for him. He had a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, a special teams touchdown in one game. The only other player to do that was Gale Sayers, and that game was on primetime.
Yeah, it's a great answer.
That's a good answer. Again, regular season, though, NFL game versus World Cup, right?
Yeah, pretty close. That's a really good one.
That's a good one. Absolutely.
It's individual. It's never been done before. Derek Thomas there as well. Also never been done before. One word, there wasn't all good news for us in the World Cup last night. There was some travel concerns. There were some horror stories about taking hours to get places. When usually it takes 30 minutes. They left 4 or 5 hours before the game, and they were struggling to get in at kickoff for the time of that match. One word on the travel for the World Cup in Kansas City.
FIFA. I mean, it's their fault. I don't want to hear anybody blaming Kansas City on this one. This is what happens when you try to squeeze every nickel out of everybody with parking and all this kind of stuff. It becomes a cluster. It becomes a mess. And I got a text from a buddy of mine. He goes, some of these parking lots are completely empty out here at Arrowhead Stadium. And so they made it very difficult for everybody to get to these games. Somebody had told me they only had 3 gates open for people to get into last night when it came to parking, not at the stadium. And I did hear from somebody who told me on the condition of anonymity, they weren't prepared for how many people showed up, how early as well last night for that game out at Arrowhead.
You got to be ready.
You've got to be prepared.
The hell?
Yeah, there's no excuse. There just isn't.
This is the biggest event in the world.
Yeah, you've
weren't
got
prepared.
You've got to be ready. They didn't expect that many people that early, and that led to all of this.
It's the biggest athlete of all time.
It's the biggest world. I'm just giving you the information,
no, I get
Mac.
You. I'm with you. No, I'm
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not the reason teams lose. They you think so, but it's not my problem. But it's not. Look, this is what happens, man. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to go on. Nobody can expect anything. But I got to believe for the next game that's going to take place at Arrowhead, people can start getting there now. Like, open the gates, let people in. So it's not that kind of mess, because it got kind of ugly last night with people trying to get to that game. And I do feel really bad that it wasn't done better.
My one word would be early, and you can put that on everything. Drivers, you probably have a bunch of people renting cars that don't know anything about traffic, and just mass population, man. There's just a lot of people going to that game.
Yeah.
67,000+.
Yeah, I'll say location. Really excited for the new stadiums here in Kansas City. I think it's going to change a lot of the way things are done.
Too.
This is not happening in other cities with stadiums and more centric locations.
Right.
And so we're close to that. We're close to that. Let's continue here. Jeez. Taylor Swift, man. We talked about it. They were auctioning the seat that she sat in at the Knicks-Cavs game over in Cleveland. It sold for, this is according to Polymarket, sold for $7,000 at auction. Quote, dwarfing Kylie Jenner's seat at just over $1,500. One word.
Cheap. I thought it would go for a lot more than $7,000. I honestly did. I mean, I looked at that and I went, damn. I bet you I could have got us $10,000 for that at the BMA thing the other night. Like $7,000 for Taylor Swift's seat. I don't find that to be expensive.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, I just stupid. As in, like, stupid money. You got $7,000 to spend on a seat.
That
just
too,
like, what? Like, hey, that's cool. You got a Cavs seat. Yeah, Taylor Swift sat in it. Oh, okay. Like, I don't, just dumb.
It's crazy, dude.
Pay off your debt.
What was a better performance, her Eras Tour concert or Messi at Kansas City Stadium? I'm being serious.
Well, somebody says the greatest performance they ever saw was Gravedigger and Zombie doing backflips at Arrowhead.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Well, what about the Jackson Victory Tour?
Yeah. Jameis Winston, go back to soccer. He's out and about, man. He's a national treasure.
Kiss the goat. Yeah! Kiss the goat. Kiss Messi. Yeah!
Kiss Messi.
And that's him holding it or carrying or, walking along an actual goat wearing an actual Messi jersey. One word.
He is pure. Jameis Winston. And I saw a tweet from Alvin Kamara that said, This ain't an act. This is who he is. And now he gets to show everybody who he is. Jameis Winston is going to be one of America's most beloved figures like Snoop Dogg here in the next couple of years. Once he retires and is officially out there on TV and doing all this kind of stuff, I think he's going to go with Charles Barkley. He's going to go with Michael Strahan. He's going to go in that grouping of these beloved athletes that are on television.
Yeah, I would say waiting is my one word, because it's his gig if he wants it when he's done with football. And he might be done after this year. This might be the last one. He might be the guy in that room in New York to kind of hold things together, be a really good gel guy. But after he's done with that, his job is waiting for him.
Yeah, it kind of stinks. He's just done being a starter. That's already done. He's only 32.
Collect checks,
probably
man.
over.
And I'll tell you this, he could be a starter because there's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he could definitely be a starter in this league. There's so many bad quarterbacks.
One word, KC Diamond's home opener is today. One word, new
Fun.
softball team,
New
baby.
softball team. I was talking to somebody last night. She's 50, and she says, damn, I wish this team was around when I was younger. I probably would have tried out. Maybe I could have played on this team. Opportunities, another good word, because we're creating opportunities for a lot of girls who play softball. And then where do I go from here? And so they begin today. Congratulations to the Diamonds.
Yeah, I will say it's future. Now you don't have a stopping point in your career for softball. You can continue with your career, as Bob had kind of mentioned there. And we had a member of the team on last week and talking to her about that, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, saying like, growing up, I always remember like softball in high school. Once it was over, it was like you either play for the Olympics or in college, and then that's it. There is no other league, and so the future is bright for those ladies.
Yep, they're playing out at Legends Field this weekend, the 17th through the to the 20th. 6:35 is first pitch. So if you're looking for something fun to do, get on out to Legends Field.
That'll do it. That is one word. Brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and the Landing. They're 3 great local spots, delicious food, cold drinks, and TVs all over the place to watch your favorite sports teams. They have 3 outdoor patio seatings to enjoy the lovely spring weather as well. Maloney's today is offering a spicy jalapeno popper burger, double smash burger on a pretzel roll with pepper jack cheese, jalapeno cream cheese, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes, served with your choice of fries or chips for just $15. And every drink special that they offer throughout the week, they offer today on a Wednesday at Maloney's. Coming up next, second to last, and what if Bobby does this? 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed.
Well, that dog. Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Guys, I'm looking outside right now, and I see beautiful blue skies. I see a great forecast for the next couple of days, but I also see you saying, man, it doesn't matter to me. My joints hurt. I can't get outside and do the things that I love doing. I can't play golf anymore. I can't play tennis. I really even can't play with the kids. But you know what? You can start doing all of that when you go to see my friends over at QC Kinetics, because QC Kinetics patients are doing all of that. They're not bracing for that next jolt of pain. And you've heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments. They're done right in the office. You're not going to miss work. There's no surgery. There's no long recovery, and the inflammation will calm down and the pain backs off. And QC Kinetics is getting rousing results from everybody all over the United States. 40,000 plus people are feeling better because of QC Kinetics. It's a good life out there. Let's go live it together. So get that free consultation. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me. I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and oh yeah, blackberry iced tea and lemonade, because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Hey DQ fans, nothing could make Father's Day more memorable than a DQ cake. Treat Dad, aka Pops, Poppy, or Papa, to one of our delicious fudge and crunch cakes. Or get a cake in one of our other Blizzard treat flavors like Oreo cookie. Customize your DQ cake with a message that celebrates the big guy and all the wonderful things he does. Trust us, it's a lot more fun than a pair of socks or another wacky tie. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Join 96.5 The Fan and Circus Sports for Parlays and Pints with Mac Morey and Drew Nixon at Beckett's in the Crossroads this Saturday, June 20th from 3 to 5. Enjoy prizes, cold drinks, and sports talk. Circus Sports. Sports betting the way it should be. Visit circusports.com.
Come score the shirt with 96.5 The Fan as we'll be in the Lightwell office building at 11th and Main in downtown KC every Wednesday between 11 and 1 during the World Soccer Championship, giving away shirts, gift cards, and more. Lightwell, managed by Area, owned by Samara Road.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Spain was trading at 17% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $572 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know what they're at today? Check Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, value, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the pillars of strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing. Trust the pillars of strength.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the car crash kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side 70 westbound very heavy. You're hitting delays past 470. By the time you get to Lee Summit Road, you're off again, on again, crawling all the way out past Sterling with an accident blocking 2 left lanes. 40 highway westbound, long delays approaching the Blue Ridge cutoff with folks seeking an alternate route. Heading through the Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound very heavy. Stays heavy onto 435 westbound, 71 northbound slope to Bannister with an earlier accident. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Coming up in a short little bit, we'll be with Graham Zusi here on the show at 8 o'clock. Talk all things last night and the future. Messi, if you missed it, hat trick, World Cup stage, 38 years old, be 39 in a week. Just an absolute dominant performance last night. The opposite for the baseball team that is from Kansas City. According to Athletic, they did their top 30 ranked teams. Number 30 is the Colorado Rockies. Number 29 is Kansas City Royals.
That just hit me bad yesterday, Dusty.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it hits, important people bad. Not saying that you're not important, but like in the organization, because you never want to see this. This is, obviously we have kind of parlayed this conversation into what 6-11 did to the Chiefs, right? The Royals make the playoffs 2 years ago and lose the Yankees in the ALDS. Last year, they fight and claw throughout the entire season. They finished 82-80. Now this season, they're on pace to lose 100 games, if not close to 100 games, right? It was 96 on Monday. They've lost twice since then, so you would assume that now it might be 98. Either way, that's a number that should sting. not a great thing to see, not a great number to see, where it's the Colorado Rockies and then normally it's, fill in the blank of teams and you're normally around, the 19 to 16 rank over the last couple of years. Now you're second to last, dead last, and maybe some people would say you are last because nobody really takes the Rockies serious, right?
Right.
But the one thing that they do have this year, and the only thing I think that they have this year from a point of success, is that what if Bobby Witt Jr. can win the MVP? Now, there are some people out there like Yordan Alvarez, right? But a lot of people would say he needs to win the Triple Crown because he's a DH. Bobby Witt Jr., obviously, second in baseball and WAR. I believe it is Ohtani, Bobby, and then Mizorowski.
Can a pitcher win the MVP?
It has been done multiple times.
Has it really?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, Verlander won the MVP and the Cy Young in 1 year.
Mizorowski could do that in the National League this year, guys, right?
I don't think he can win the MVP in the National League, but I think he can definitely win Cy Young. But the race of the Cy Young Award in the National League is insane.
Yeah.
You've got the Sanchez kid, you've got Paul Skeens, you have Ohtani, you have Mizorowski. Those are 4 National League pitchers.
Do you realize how much better the National League is than the
insane.
American League?
Just go look at the AL
when the
Central.
Royals didn't move to the National League, that was one of the biggest mistakes that this organization ever made. And I was talking to somebody actually last night who was involved in the conversations about going to the National League. And the Royals were truly leaning that direction. But Kansas City had always been an American League town. So at the end, they decided to stay in the American League, and they let the Brewers go to the National League. And we've talked about it all the time, how great the rivalries would have been with the Cubs and Cardinals and Kansas City all the time. It would have been outstanding. We've got no rivalries of which to speak now in the American League Central. But that, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and I think when you look at what this season is, it goes back to about a month ago when I had the conversation that I was afraid that this season was going to seem a lot like 2009, where the season was a wash. I believe they lost like 98 games or whatever. They lost 90-plus games, but you watched because you wanted to see if Zach Greinke could win the Cy Young.
Yep.
And he would go on and do so. And people would say, how's he going to win the Cy Young when he doesn't have a winning record? And then you look at his ERA, and it was like, well, he's giving up like 2 runs a game, and he plays on a horrible team, and yet he's still going out there and shoving. Bobby Witt Jr. plus 300 to win the MVP. Yordan Alvarez plus 105. Nick Kurtz at plus 400. Ben Rice, your guy, plus 650. But I say this because an entire lost season can become an individual season.
Yeah, it has to
and
be
I know
now,
that baseball is not an individual sport. I don't say this from the team aspect. I say this from like the fan aspect. Bobby Witt Jr. again last night, a couple of hits, and still goes out there, flashes other, plays every game like it doesn't matter what the record is, and still second best odds to win MVP. We did this with Greinke. I would assume we're at this point now. I think I guess I'm speaking for everyone, but I would assume if there is anything that you do watch the Royals for at this point, it's either Carter and Cags and the young superstars, or it's to see if Bobby Witt Jr. can win the MVP. Now, that might feel a little greasy for some when I say I'd rather him win, MVP this year, but then somebody might say, well, how can you win MVP on a team that's doing this? Well, I would also say that you have to put some sort of track record into that Bobby Witt Jr. is still going out there putting up these numbers, knowing that he's not getting anything to hit, and his team is bad, and yet he's still playing at a level that is MVP level. But I would say, what has Aaron Judge won when he's won MVPs, right? Like, his teams didn't win anything. Like, they were good, but, like, he hit home runs, he had RBIs, he was doing that, but they didn't really win anything.
Yeah, they also weren't steamrolling towards 100 losses.
Right, that's fair. Yeah. But, again, he's going to win Gold Glove at shortstop. Yep. He's going to, for the first time in his life, start at shortstop for the American League team in the All-Star game, and there's a possibility that he could win the MVP. So you parlay all of that together, and in a time where turmoil and depression and disgust and all this with the team that's going on this year, there is this giant ball of light that is Bobby Witt Jr. having this sort of 3-leg parlay season where he's probably going to win Gold Glove. He's going to start shortstop for the AL team, and there's a possibility he wins the MVP.
And the team, again, steamrolling towards 100 losses, it shows you what the infrastructure of this organization really is. Because what you just said about Bobby Witt, if you would have just told me a blind resume, that's a playoff team. You got this guy doing all this great stuff. And I think what it really does show you is how this organization has truly dropped the ball when it comes to surrounding Bobby Witt Jr., with the best talent. Because the thing that I took away from these power rankings is you're not supposed to be in this conversation with Colorado this year. And it really kind of ticked me off yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, we weren't supposed to be here. This was not supposed to be the season that we have right now. And nobody really knows why this season is where it is. But it can't continue like this, and there's going to have to be, some hard conversations inside that organization to figure out why they are where they are. And so, I was ticked off yesterday when I saw this because they're wasting Bobby Witt Jr., and that sucks. I mean, imagine if we wasted Patrick Mahomes like they're wasting Bobby Witt Jr., and if they don't find a way to get back from the 6-11, we'll be having those conversations. Are we wasting, the prime of Mahomes' career and all that? But as of right now, this Bobby Witt season, man, is just being totally wasted because the fans have lost interest. I've talked to so many diehard Royals fans that have checked out on this team. It's amazing to me how many people that I thought were dialed in for every game have absolutely checked out. And it's really, I think, this year with this team, it's really gotten to the point where fans are legitimately angry at the organization. They feel like they've been bamboozled and swindled to have a good team. Everybody thought the team was going to be good. People paid for the TV. People want their refunds on the TV and stuff like that now too, because it's been just a disaster of a season. And that's what stinks about it, because Bobby's having this season that is going to go down as one of the great ever, and nobody's going to really see it because the baseball team didn't give us a reason to watch. But that's why when you have these conversations about the future of this organization, I'm scared because there's no infrastructure around Bobby Witt Jr., and there's none on the way right now. I don't want to continue to waste this guy's career.
Bobby Witt Jr. now hitting 290, 9 home runs, and a WAR of 4.1 on the season. So great individual season.
Unbelievable.
Not the greatest team season. We'll have Matt Cottrell on in about an hour. But coming up next, we'll have Graham Zusi here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Sun Cruiser is the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the U.S. Open and U.S. Women's Open. We're excited to bring our vodka iced teas and lemonades to golfers and drinkers everywhere, and support these two prestigious championships and their fans with a refreshing Sun Cruiser vodka iced tea. Crisp, clean, and no carbonation for the perfect sipper on the course. Join us for the U.S. Open watch party with special giveaways on June 18th and 19th at Minsky's locations. Visit Odyssey.com/965thefan for details. Please drink responsibly.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
Father's Day's right around the corner, and if you're looking for a great way to treat Dad, just make one stop at Hy-Vee. They have absolutely everything you need to make it his best day ever. We're talking about the best beef in the Midwest, from massive T-bones and grass-fed fillets to incredible Wagyu strip loins. Plus, you can grab a bottle of top-shelf whiskey from the spirits department or save 40 cents a gallon when you buy $50 and select retail gift cards. Skip the stress and get everything you need to celebrate Dad, all in one stop, only at Hy-Vee.
This Father's Day, crown your dad King of the Grill with a best in the Midwest thick-cut steak from Hy-Vee. Your dad deserves only the highest quality, hand-selected Midwestern beef. This Thursday through Sunday, stock up for summer during Hy-Vee's biggest steak sale ever. Score huge savings on all of Dad's grilling favorites, including T-bones, fillets, ribeye, and strip steaks. Don't miss the biggest steak sale ever this Thursday through Sunday only at Hy-Vee.
This Father's Day, spoil your dad with everything Gates Barbecue. Be sure to visit your local grocer for Gates sauces and seasonings. Both are delicious on meats, fish, chicken, veggies like broccoli and spinach, and on hot buttered popcorn, even as a topping for dips or sprinkle Gates seasonings on chips and nuts to add that extra flavor pop. Nothing says Father's Day like a Gates party tray, sure to please everyone at the table. Be sure to prepare your Father's Day meal with Gates sauces and seasonings. So head to Gates Barbecue this Father's Day. Gates Barbecue. Thanks with love.
Brought to you by Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Visit ClimateControlKC.com. Climate Control has been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years and know how to get your cooling system ready to handle the scorching hot summer. Schedule your AC system tune-up for just $49. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Join us at 96.5 The Fans World Soccer Headquarters at the Peanut in Belton on June 19th with Bink and Logan starting at 11 and kickoff at 2. Presented by Truly, the official seltzer of U.S. Soccer, and by Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local since 1933.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Traffic for Anthony. Plumbing, heating, cooling, and electric. Grandview Triangle 470 westbound, very heavy. 435 off again, on again heavy to the state line from there. Home issues rarely happen at a convenient time. When HVAC, plumbing, or electric issues happen, you need a team that shows up. Even on weekends and holidays, Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric shows up. With flexible financing, comfort is always within reach. Plus, enjoy $500 off a new HVAC system this summer. Scheduled today at AnthonyPHCE.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Join 96.5 The Fan at the Peanut in Belton on Friday, June 19th as Bink and Logan broadcast live starting at 11 with kickoff to follow at 2 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Welcome into Fescoe and Dusty.
I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
A show that, analytically, exists between 6 and 10 weekday mornings on Kansas City's only FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, buddy.
Live from the studios that brought you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Bob Fescoe and Dusty Likens.
8 o'clock on a Wednesday. No stranger to the streets of Kansas City. Graham Zusi with us now in studio. Graham, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great.
You still high from last night?
I am, yeah. I thought I'd be sleepy this morning, but after that experience, I'm buzzing still.
Yeah. What did you take away the most from last night being at that stadium with Argentina versus Algeria?
Yeah, just what we can do in terms of like the global soccer stage here in Kansas City. The atmosphere was one of the best I've ever seen in my life. I think I was just telling you guys a story a minute ago, but what amazed me is that, you know, the crowd was heavily Argentinian, of course, and that somehow simultaneously all, let's call it 75,000 of them could bust into a song at the exact same time and know what song it was. It was just incredible, and it's one of the loudest things you'll hear. But the fans were amazing. Like you said, butts were not in seats.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that the GOAT scores a hat trick. And
I mean, crazy.
So he is the GOAT.
As far as I'm concerned,
I'll take
a
your word on it.
million%.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close to me.
Because
not even with Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, huh? Because he's going today. He's going to try to top what we saw last night, right?
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Ronaldo's career. It's ballistic as well, and he's from a different planet, but Messi's from a different universe.
Yeah, he really is. And it was incredible last night. You played the game, obviously, at a high level. And when you are in the crowd watching what he's doing last night, what's your kind of reaction to all of that? Are you hardened by the fact because you played the sport? You're like, okay, it's just the sport. Because for me, it's like, that's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I caught myself just shaking my head a lot of the games. Just like, how is he still doing what he's doing at 38 years old? People keep on expecting to see a decline, and we're just not seeing it, which is insane to me.
Yeah. When you were playing, what was the greatest performance you ever saw?
Two immediately come to me, and it's kind of funny because both involve Messi.
Yeah.
So back in 2000, I think it was 15 or 16, the U.S. was playing in the Copa America tournament, and we got to the semifinal, and we played against Argentina. And Messi's performance in that game was the best I've ever seen. And I was, a lot of times on the same side of the field as him.
Yeah.
But it was one of those where I just wanted to get close enough to be able to kick him to try to slow him down, and I couldn't even do it. Like, I couldn't get close enough to kick the guy. He was just that much ahead of the game, that quick, and he scored the best free kick I've ever seen, and I think had 3 assists. We lost 4-0. It was like,
wow,
it was ridiculous.
That's incredible. What's the other great
And
performance?
then honestly, last night, as like you said, as a fan now, just watching what he did at this point of career is I think pretty special as well.
We're talking to Graham Zusi in studio here on 96.5 The Fan. Which one of the goals to you, having the background, was the most important? Because I said this morning, I thought the first one that he put in the top right and bent it with the left foot, the guy still got a hand on it, still didn't matter. But these guys said the third goal was the one that impressed them.
Third goal was I mean, both were great. And honestly, if it wasn't for a shoulder, we would have seen a 4-goal performance from him as well. And the first goal was a pretty good finish as well. But yeah, that first goal to me was pretty cool because of the ball into Messi was ridiculous. The fact that guy, I can't remember who played it to him, but it was like a thread the needle kind of pass. And then Messi's just, Messi being Messi, knew it, like he turned so fast and was just barreling down on the defense. And in that situation, it's so difficult as a defender because it's like this guy he's got the ability to play an inch perfect pass, and obviously he's got the ability to score, and that just kind of it can freeze you. It's like I need to make a decision here,
right?
And I don't know what to do, and Messi knows that,
and by then you're too late.
And it's too late, and he takes that one tiny touch to the side, and then just buries it, but. Both those goals were incredible and like typical Messi. Like we've seen those goals from him a million times.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome to watch. It was awesome that it was here in our town too. I mean, think about when the day you arrived in Kansas City and think about where we are now. I think we all do that. We all think about when we first, had the experience of seeing Kansas City and all that kind of stuff and where we are now. Nobody would have expected this. I mean, how much has this place changed since you got here with what we're accomplishing in sports now?
Totally. I mean, I was playing in Community America Ballpark when I first got here and waiting in the same porta potty line as the fans in the middle of the match. It's like, it's just wild stuff, right? Like, hey, do you mind if I get in front of you? I might be going in a couple of minutes, like that kind of situation. It's
Anybody ever try to buy you a beer when you were in line at the porta potty?
Right, I know, no kidding. So yeah, to go from that being my first experience in Kansas City to now hosting the biggest event on the planet, it's surreal to see, but it's. The longer I'm here, the less I'm surprised about why we do get these events. It's what we do. We are constantly overachieving. We're constantly surprising people, and this is just another example of that where we looked at ourselves and we were just like, why not? Like, and. For my first experience of a World Cup game in Kansas City, it was second to none.
So when you came here, Sporting Kansas City was one of the premier, if not the premier club out there, right? Like you guys, I remember you guys were flying charter and everybody else was getting pissed about that kind of stuff. Like that's how far we go back with MLS, right? Yeah. And so you came here, and we're seeing what's happening in Kansas City right now. How much of that is because of Patterson and Illig investing into you guys and making sure that Sporting Kansas City was this premier program? And then it's like the city just kind of got on board with everything that you guys are doing, kind of like the catalyst to all of this.
Yeah, no, I think a ton of credit has got to go to that initial investor group. And they saw something that not a lot of people did. And they invested heavily. They broke the mold in terms of building an MLS team, and then the stadium gets built, and that's a huge boost and influx. Mm-hmm. We were successful. We won 4 trophies in 7 years, and then the city just they believed, they latched on. We had this incredible relationship between team and community. So all those things really made us the soccer town that we are now. Then you throw in the Longs and what they're doing for the women's game as well. It's just again, breaking barriers, being the first to do stuff. Just really cool stuff. And then you can't take away from the push that the Illigs especially made to get the World Cup here. The people at KC 2026, they've moved mountains to get this thing here.
What's the hell with Argentina? Let's talk about the Team USA, right?
Let's go.
A pretty dominant performance, 4-1 win against Paraguay. What did you notice? Is this team hitting a stride? These are a lot of questions, so feel free to take over after this. But they came out 4-1 win. Mm-hmm. Pulisic looks like he may have arrived as like what he had always been talked about. You know the guy personally probably, and it was always like you're the superstar of the future. And then the supporting cast as well. They now will play Australia on Friday night or Friday afternoon, who had a big win over Turkey. So
huge. This
is a pretty big game going into Friday, but it's got to be a ton of pressure moving forward, getting that 4-1 win to start your World Cup journey.
Yeah, I mean, an absolute dream start for this group, and it was literally from the get-go. I remember watching Christian's first 2 touches of the match, and I was like, oh, he's on it. You could tell he was just in a really good spot mentally, physically, and you're like, this guy's gonna have a game. And then you go down the line of that group and the starting 11 that game, and everyone had just a really, really solid game. Balogun getting the 2 goals. The question mark, the forward situation with the U.S. group is one that we haven't really seen, because there's a lot of depth there right now, and typically the U.S. we've got our forward. It's cut and dry. We know who's going to be up there. This tournament, going into this tournament, the questions have been who's going to start up top for the U.S. And I think Balogun really stamped that spot to make it his own. But no, an absolute dream start. The vibes and the confidence of the group have got to be sky high. But this second game became super interesting now because Australia went in and took it to Turkey, something that I don't think anyone was really expecting. So this second game has just shotgun to probably the most important game in the group stage right now, to really try to solidify that top spot. That, to me, it's so important that the U.S. gets that top spot to move on. It puts us in a really good spot in terms of who we play in that first knockout stage. We'll get someone who finished third in their group, and then you're in round of 16, where again you are probably playing a difficult opponent, but with the way that we've played this first game, with home field advantage, which I think is in the atmosphere that I just saw and what I've seen from that first game, the U.S. fans, that atmosphere like propelled them to that victory as well. Then you're talking, okay, round of 16 into a quarterfinal match, where again, at that point you're playing, top.
Well, you talk about home field advantages. Possibly you play
Exactly.
England on the 4th of July in Philadelphia.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting to. Yeah. Where, who knows what happens, and then you're talking semifinal. And to me, the closer we got to the tournament, the more I was like, I think we can actually make a really, really deep run in this thing. And we should be super encouraged by what we saw from this first game.
All right, what's going on at NBKC Bank these days?
Yeah, so about a year ago, I was able to do a partnership with NBKC as their community ambassador. And for the past year, we've just been doing a whole lot of fun stuff, whether it's, speaking engagements for their customers or the people who work at the bank. We hosted a 3v3 tournament last week. I did the Hot Ones Challenge, which was an experience with one of their high-ups at the bank.
There you go.
A lot of fun. We hosted a foosball tournament, so we're out there just having a lot of fun, and a lot of the messaging has been around, hey, what can these small businesses do to maximize their this window of the huge influx of people coming into our city, what to expect World Cup, just giving people my experience in my time in 2014. And we'll be continuing to do that. I think my next event with them is on the 11th of July, and it's been an incredible experience. They're the least banky people I've ever met in my life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They make the experience, and I've switched all my banking over to them just because it's super easy and intuitive. And then if you want to have the face-to-face experience as well, they're second to none at that as well. So I've had an incredible experience working with them, and we've done some really cool and fun things.
That's awesome. I know you got a busy day. You got to get going, but I want to ask you real quick, the Spain game, the draw. From someone who spent most of their life on the pitch, what's that say to you?
It is, one, I just love the storyline of a very small nation coming in and stealing the hearts of hundreds of thousands. When I step back from that reaction, I'm not worried about Spain, if you will.
Sure.
If you look back at last World Cup, what did Argentina do their first game? They lost to Saudi Arabia, and then they went on to win the cup. So I love little Cinderella stories like that. Absolutely. I was glued to my TV, but I'm not too worried about Spain. I think, if anything, this kind of gives them the jump start that they need. They just have too much talent on that team. They're not my odds-on winners favorite to win it, but I think they make a deep run. My two right now are France and Argentina.
Okay, I like that. I took England pre-tournament, so we'll see how
that's
they do today.
That's a good choice. I think they have a chance.
Well, Graham, we appreciate the time, man. Keep doing the
Thank you, guys.
You do.
Thank you,
Talk to
Graham.
you later.
Appreciate it.
Graham Zusi here on 96.5 The Fan, your home, Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday morning starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement. Attention
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Man, you gotta stop ignoring the obvious signs your bodies are giving you. Yeah, your low sex drive, your low energy. Yeah, it's probably just I'm tired from the weekend. No, all of these things can be a sign of low testosterone. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. I'm in my 40s now. You got to pay attention to your health. At Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic, and they've been changing lives since 2009. So book a free testosterone test today and help get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. That's fixmylowt.com. FixMyLowT.com.
Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts in America. And this Father's Day, you'll get a little something extra for dear old dad. Stop by Booth Creek Wagyu at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf and receive the ultimate Father's Day grill package when you spend over $299. That's a Booth Creek Grill spatula, Meat Mitch, and Booth Creek seasonings, and even a pair of customized barbecue socks. All free with minimum purchase. Get Dad what he really wants. Available now at both Booth Creek Wagyu locations.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The burrito is fire.
Hi, this is Maya.
And I'm Antonio. And the little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito
is that it fuels our morning.
It's the full package.
You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns for a nice little crunch.
The chicken's always nice. It's crispy, it's juicy. And the cheeses, they melt together in a beautiful way.
And it gives me energy. It's perfect.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to the home of the Royals, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, heavy, really heading from Blue Ridge into the Grandview Triangle quite slow, and then 71 northbound, slow up to Bannister. It's pretty heavy, 435 westbound, out to 103rd, then off again on again, slow from there to the state line. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Big shout out to Graham Zusi there for that wonderful time on the airwaves talking all things World Cup USA team. I'll tell you what, man. He's got me in on this USA team.
Boy, was he not positive about them, huh?
And then kind of gave you a little bit of a bite of a nerve sandwich, going, you know what Australia did against Turkey. Like, I mean, hey man, like it ain't just a mail it in game on Friday at 2:00 where you can come hang out with us and Belton at the Peanut. We'll all three be there. Logan and Bink will be there as well. Woo. Prizes, coolers, all that sort of stuff. I am not driving, so I can hang out and have fun with all of you because 2 o'clock Friday is like my prime time, right? Like that's like my home Sunday night, 7:30. Friday, 2 o'clock, Dusty Likens, look out. So going to be fun to see that game. It got me thinking, though, man, like he said, and I guess I'll start noticing this too because I think we do this in football, and I want to bring this little minute thing up that he had mentioned about Christian Pulisic, where he said he saw his first 2 touches, and he said, okay, this guy's in, right? And the first thing in my mind, because I'm this guy, is how many times we watch a Chiefs game, and the first 2 passes Mahomes throws, you're like, oh boy, it's a bad day to be that defense. You can just tell, fire and ice, right, when you see it, and you see the way he's hitting it, the way that he's throwing it perfectly in the separation of the defense and being one step ahead. And he kind of mentioned that with Pulisic in that game against Paraguay, and you're like, okay, so now not knowing as much about soccer, obviously touches, you know that, right? That's anytime they get the ball in their direction and move forward with it with the foot. I'm interested to see how they look going into this game against Australia because if he's noticing that and he's always known, the talents of Pulisic, it just kind of put me in that mode where it's like, all right. Or like you watch Bobby in the Royals lineup, he gets the first pitch he sees and ropes 112 to the wall for a double. You're like, all right, Bobby's locked in. Like, it's going to be a long day for that pitcher as long as he's in. Or, again, defense against Mahomes.
We talked about this Messi performance last night being, in my opinion anyway, the single greatest performance by anybody at Arrowhead Stadium ever with the hat trick that he had last night. And I start to think now, okay, that was a great individual performance for Argentina. What happens if America starts to win in this thing, right? What happens if, as Graham said, they do finish number 1 in their group stage and they move on and then they get a win in that first round of the knockouts? Like, are we going to go and absolutely lose our minds in this country? I think we are. And I think we will see, in my opinion anyway, if America moves on and gets a win in the knockout round, we may see the greatest celebration that we've seen in the entire United States when it comes to sports. Because when you win in the United States, you win for your city, right? The Knicks are winning for New York. The Chiefs win for Kansas City. It's not the entire nation celebrating. If we get that far in the World Cup and make some noise and win some games that we're not supposed to win, I bet we have some celebrations around here like we've never seen before because we've never seen our national team go this far. Other countries, all they do is have their national teams that they support. And yes, they have their EPL teams and stuff like that. But it's not like the United States where, we kind of forget about our national team. And they've given us every reason to kind of forget about them. But now they have a great opportunity, I think, to do something really cool. And I think this country is going to go crazy if this team advances further than anybody have expected them. And they win that first knockout game. You want to see the TV ratings for that next game featuring Team USA? That's going to be some sick television ratings. That could potentially be AFC Championship game, 50 million people type game.
Oh. What was the first one?
Not as big as you would think.
Really?
Yeah, like 19 or 18 million. Yeah.
That's very surprising.
Yeah.
Very surprising.
Can America get behind the World Cup team more than get around the hockey team?
I think so. I do. And the reason I say that is because every kid plays soccer and every parent has watched their child play soccer. We haven't done that in hockey, right? Boys and girls both play soccer at a very high level in this country, right? We've got great facilities in this country. Every parent has sat out there on those fields at some point or another in the United States watching soccer. So I do. And I think soccer for us in America, I think we really want to be good at soccer. And any sort of inkling of success that we see, we're going to jump on and really embrace it because we haven't been good on the world stage.
Yeah, it feels like we're being left outside the party. We're not invited. Everyone else is in there, and we're like, dude, what? This is the one thing. We've got all these other sports that we own you guys out, but that's the one that everyone wants to be good at. And for whatever reason, we've not been able to crack through. And it feels like this World Cup, I mean, even just Zusi talking, it gave me a lot of optimism. Because when he walked in, I was like, all right, so how real was that? And he was like, nah, dude, that's real.
Yeah.
That was real.
100%. And
I'm loving it. Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah. That is the sound of the Fescoe and Dusty poll question. And today we have one for you that's gotten a lot of people up in arms about what is and what's not. Was Leo Messi's hat trick last night the best individual athlete performance we have seen inside Arrowhead Stadium? Fellas, 65 votes, 67.7% say no.
And then what are your other options if you are answering no because you're a pissed off Chiefs fan that thinks we're nuts?
We have the 13 responses that I can read. Rob Miller says it was one of them. I said, well, then what's yours? 13 seconds. Divisional round versus Texans. Leo Messi's hat trick.
But those aren't individual performances.
Correct. Someone gave us a stat that says there's been 55 hat tricks. This isn't that special. Okay. J.C. Proctor, 24-0, 4th and 9. Touchdown versus San Francisco. The run versus Tennessee AFC Championship game. Injured versus Jacksonville and Bengals in the playoffs. I guess speaking for Mahomes. Michael A. Price listens to Jay Binkley. Warren Moon's 500-plus passing yard game against Chiefs or Thomas's 6-sack game against the Seahawks. Believe it was 7. You're out. Captain.
Those are good answers, though.
Yeah, but it was
those
7 sacks.
Yeah, those are
so
two good answers.
If you're going to give me an answer, give me the right answer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm just saying it's a good answer.
DT, 7-sack game is more impressive. Hat tricks happen all the time. That record might never be broken. What the F kind of question is this? Come on, ... So there you go. I knew we were going to
You've really
call
offended.
that this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that you could see that coming from Central Casting of people not understanding the magnitude of what we witnessed last night. And the reason I say it is the single greatest performance that I've ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium is because it is on the world stage. It involves a worldwide event, not a localized United States event, which is what a regular season NFL game is. And, you know, the one that I will listen to is obviously DT. I will obviously listen to the Tyreek Hill one that somebody texted in. You had a punt return, you had a rush, and you had a catch for a touchdown, all in the same game. Those are all individual performances. But again, none of them were on the stage that we saw last night with the entire world watching. The greatest player in the world went out there, and for only the 55th time in over 970 World Cup matches did somebody go out there and have a hat trick. And so it is pretty awesome, pretty special, pretty wild, pretty crazy. It is the single greatest individual performance I've ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium. You have to factor in moment. You have to factor in who. You have to factor in what they did and how tough it is to do what Messi did last night.
I just think it's insane that not only that it's on the World Cup stage, he's also 38 years old, and everyone knows he's getting the ball. Like they literally funnel the ball his way, and someone on the text line says we're slaves to the moment. No, we're not.
No.
And if that is the case, yeah, it's the World Cup. I'm not taking anything away from Derek Thomas and 7 sacks in an individual game. It was a regular season game. So if you're going to have these tough moments, right, it's kind of like figuring out who the better team is in the AFC West. If there's 3 teams that are tied, you have to break down other things. What's your common opponent's record? What is your, whatever. You have to break things down. So if these are all great things that have happened, you have to throw in the little attributes that have an effect to it. Like, this was on the World Cup stage. This was Messi's 6th World Cup at the age of 38. This is a team that won the entire thing 4 years ago. And they did it. And he did it like himself. Like, I know that there are passes that have to be made, but I mean, he's making those goals. He's making that shot. And yes, there's been 55 hat tricks in the World Cup, 0 7-sack games. But how many 7-sack games did Derek Thomas have in the playoffs? I'm just trying to be fair here to have the conversation. So I understand that the Chiefs run this town and everybody hates soccer for some reason because I just don't understand it.
Highest ratings in all of the United States here in Kansas City too, by the way. So not everybody hates it, right?
No.
I think at times I agree with everything that Dusty's saying right there. And I think at times we do live in our own world. We all have tunnel vision, no matter what it is in life. We all have that tunnel vision, and we forget that there are bigger things out there than what we're witnessing in front of our face on a daily basis. And it's not to take anything away from whatever has been done at Arrowhead Stadium. It's the conversation of, we just witnessed last night one of the most historical athlete performances of all time, and it happened in our city. And it is one of the most historical performances of all time. Again, a hat trick in the World Cup. It's not something that happens every single day.
From the GOAT.
From the
38.
Right. From the greatest player of all time to tie the record. I mean, like,
it's all the things.
I mean, you just bullet pointed so many different things there that make that athlete performance that we saw last night, in my opinion, the best that I've ever seen at Arrowhead Stadium. Had that game taken place at SoFi, had that game taken place at the Meadowlands, had that game taken place at even Lambeau Field, I would have been saying the exact same thing, because that's how, and again, it's not to take anything away from anything that's ever been done. It's to show you how exceptional that performance last night truly was. That would have been the greatest performance of any athlete in any NFL stadium in the United States of America.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, I would agree with the 660. I watched a guy down 10 beers back to back to back. That's got to be up there.
Yes. That is really good. You get the day for that one.
Legend.
I love it.
Yeah, I think the argument for Derek Thomas and Tyreek Hill would be on the athlete part of the question. It wouldn't. You couldn't beat the magnitude. Nothing else in Arrowhead will ever reach that magnitude. If they host a Super Bowl and Mahomes has one of the greatest Super Bowl performances ever then maybe we're talking. But World Cup, yeah. But from an individual athlete perspective, yeah, Derek Thomas and Tyreek Hill could have some say there, maybe more athletic performances. Yeah. But yeah, the magnitude, everything, the context, the legacy-changing, defining moments that happened last night, no, it's not even close.
And also to Dusty's point where he said, how many did Derek have in the playoffs, right? And that is a fair question to ask, because Messi didn't do this playing for Inter Miami against, Sporting KC on a Tuesday night at Sporting Park. He did this playing in the World Cup, and so that context does matter. I would not be saying it was the single greatest athlete performance that I've seen at Arrowhead if he did that against Sporting Kansas City playing for Inter Miami. That would not be the same magnitude. But to have arguably your best game on the world's biggest stage in a standalone game where the entire world was watching and people are setting their alarms at 3 a.m. to make sure that they're up to watch this guy play, it's pretty magical, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we've lost 70% of it. 80% of the Texans.
Get bent.
Yeah. 22 World Cup tournaments have been done 55 times. That's impressive, ? Didn't know soccer was an individual sport because that's how y'all are talking about it. Not saying it wasn't great because it was, but still, it's a team sport.
So we've got a month left of this. Mm-hmm. Let's make a pact. Like, these people are going to be on this text line. It's a minority. We know it is.
We've seen very big minority.
Let's have fun.
Today is not a minority. Today the majority
but the text line
hatred.
Is a minority.
Yeah,
the text line is a minority.
Is a minority, but with our show, the majority of the texts that we are getting from this text line, they are not impressed. They do not care. Yeah. And they'd rather talk Patrick Mahomes going to St. Joe.
No, that's fine. And all I'm saying is overall, the text line is a minority of our listeners.
Right.
It's a minority of the viewers of the World Cup here in Kansas City.
Sure. Right.
And so we've got a month left of this. I don't want to be bogged down with this every time we talk about the World Cup. I just can't do it. So let's think about the positives here. And if you guys want to text in about your negativities, that's fine. But let's try and focus on the awesomeness here.
I'm with you because I'm not going to let the text line distort what I saw yesterday and tell me that I'm wrong. Because
who said they are to anybody here today?
What do you say?
Who said that they're distorting anybody here today? I'm just giving you feedback of what the city is saying to us in a medium that we have.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying that there's feedback that we can get from other places like the ratings, and we see Kansas City is, it is the number one place. People love it here.
Right.
We're seeing all these videos in Lawrence, whether you're in Kansas City, Crossroads. So these people.
We just talked to a soccer pro that said it's the greatest thing he's ever seen.
The greatest thing he's ever seen.
I'll take his word for it over Chad and Independence.
Exactly.
That thinks that, Jamal Charles is the greatest thing he's ever seen and wasn't even at Arrowhead.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is, like, not only that, like, if you're gonna have something, be educational with it. Like, somebody said Kobe Bryant's 60-point game. That wasn't at Arrowhead. And then I get called a prick for responding saying that was at Arrowhead. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Well, that's the majority of you people out there. So at Arrowhead Stadium with the stage that it was very impressive. And when I hear Graham Zusi, who's played for Team USA in a World Cup and played for soccer in this town, come in here and sit down in front of me and say directly to my face, that's the greatest thing he's ever seen, I'll take his word on that.
Yeah, I loved it. And again, I am not a soccer fan. I hated soccer growing up. I hated it so much. I never wanted anything to do with soccer. Just the aesthetics. I always thought kids are playing soccer. We're taken away from baseball. More kids should be playing baseball. We need to grow the game. We're losing our sport of baseball. Everybody's going to places. So soccer for me was never a sport that I got behind. Then my daughter started playing soccer. And I don't want to use the term I fell in love with soccer because I didn't. I fell in love with watching my daughter, and I fell in love with watching her play the game. No matter what they did, no matter how they performed, I always told her, I said, you know what, I love watching it. And I say that to this day, right? No matter how bad they lose or how great they win, I always say the same thing. I love watching you play. It brings joy to my life. And as I've gotten older, and I've changed a lot in my years, the negative stuff, I just don't have time in my life for anymore. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the feeling in my stomach. It's not worth the feeling in my chest. It's not worth my mental process. I want to go through life, and I want to see great things, and I want to celebrate those. And we've been so blessed over the last 15 years in Kansas City to be blessed with everything. As Graham Zusi said, these guys really started it all with Sporting Kansas City back in, 2010, 2012, when they were at the top of their game. They set a tone in Kansas City that we're going to have good sports teams and great facilities. And we've taken off since then with the building of our facilities, with 2 more, hopefully, coming on board, in the next couple of years. So I think what we're looking at right now is a great time to be in this town, a great time to be in Kansas City. And I'm just not going to let people try to be negative about the greatness that is going on with the World Cup, because so many people work so hard to put this unbelievable event on. And the first game we get is the greatest of all time, scoring a hat trick, and people want to poo-poo that? I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. And I bet if you ask every single person that was at that game last night, they walked away and went, I can't believe what I just saw.
You can't say it's the greatest event that's ever happened at Kansas City Stadium.
It is, yeah.
I guess we can get into this a little bit later, because I want to get into the essential Chiefs. Moving into the next season. Here's
ESPN's tweet just now.
Yeah.
We witnessed World Cup history on Tuesday. Nice. Mbappe, the other guy, netted 2 goals each for their country, and Messi offered a timely reminder of his greatness with an epic hat trick for Argentina. That's coming from ESPN. I don't know if you guys have been following what's going on with ESPN. If you saw this yesterday, Fox is pissed at ESPN because they're not covering the tournament enough. Well, they don't have the rights to it. They can't show the highlights for 24 hours. Of course they're not covering it. So my point is, ESPN, who's not covering the tournament the way that everybody wants them to, is now out here calling it an epic performance and the greatest of all time.
I just think it's awesome because Mbappe is what a lot of people consider the world number 1, I think. And he goes out there after having a hat trick in last year's World Cup championship game, puts up 2 goals, and then maybe the next in line, Holland, is right behind him. He puts up 2, and then Messi gets the late game. And it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay relevant, or are you going to do this? Okay, here's 3 goals. Ronaldo, now you're up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like musical chairs, so it's great. Coming up on the other side, I do want to get into those Essential Chiefs. Plus, the Scults are doing something very nice in Boston as well. Here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, analytically the best morning radio show in Kansas City, as voted by people.
There's a lot of people talking out of their butt.
Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
I'll tell you what, we all have those moments in our life where we know it is time to do something that we've been putting off. And for a lot of people, it may be getting that fresh coat of paint on your house. Well, I'm here to tell you, stop putting it off and call my friends over at Serta Pro Painters, because when you're ready to paint your home, you want it done right the first time. And that's why I trust Serta Pro Painters, and you should as well. These guys are fantastic. First and foremost, they're all locally owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So you're going to be dealing with somebody that's local and loves Kansas City as much as you do when you call my friends at Serta Pro Painters. And they have over 70,000 5-star reviews. That's everybody at the game last night giving Serta Pro Painters a 5-star review. From the detailed proposal to the final brushstroke, the entire process will be completely worry-free. So make sure you make that appointment now and get that free consultation at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C. It's Serta Pro.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, liberty,
All right, you can't raise your arm. You can't bend your elbow. You can't bend your knees. Your hips are barking. Your back is hurting you, and you're thinking to yourself, what am I supposed to do? Well, what you're supposed to do is call my friends over at QC Kinetics, because it's summertime now, and you want to be able to play golf. You want to be able to play tennis. You want to be able to do all those great things with the kids. Hey, maybe you got a big vacation plan. You want to do all the activities that everybody else is going to do, and you're tired of that pain holding you back. So you're going to do what QC Kinetics patients all over the country are doing. They're not bracing for that next jolt of pain. They're living their lives. And you heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments that are done right in the office. You don't miss work, you don't have surgery, you don't have a long recovery, and the inflammation will calm down and the pain backs off. So it's time to get that free consultation on the books so you can live the good life. Call 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone, 816-412-6299.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 22nd, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi, just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, add one line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2 up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Let's say you put your money on Leo Messi in Argentina. They go up too early in the first half. Well, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you will instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. You like Ronaldo in Portugal. You like Harry Kane in England. Whoever it may be, don't miss your shot at an early win with 2 up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. Regardless of the final outcome of the match, make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Please gamble responsibly.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
England carries genuine expectations this time. A composed striker leads a squad packed with Premier League talent. The 3 Lions are well organized, physical in midfield, and lethal from set pieces.
Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
Join us for Parlays and Pints with Mac Morey and Drew Nixon at Beckett's in the Crossroads on Saturday, June 20th from 3 to 5 as we broadcast live along with our friends at Circus Sports. Sports betting the way it should be. CircusSports.com. 96.5 The Fan.
Rob Sight Ford, KC's Ford volume leader and top rated on Google. 135th in State Line. Rob Sight Ford, your 2025 Ford volume leader. Top rated on Google with 4.8 stars and 3,000 plus reviews. The best selection, best prices, in Kansas City's best customer service. Visit Rob Sight Ford at 135th in State Line. Buy right, save big, and drive home a winner. Only at Rob Sight Ford.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC, 169 highway southbound, off again, on again, heavy from Briarcliff down past 9 highway. 9 highway southbound, quite heavy past 10th Avenue down towards the bridge with, looks like the left lane blocked with some debris in the roadway. Through the Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, heavy, and 435 off again, on again, slow from there to the state line. Alan Korn, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Hey, real quick, okay? We have a special announcement. We have an anniversary to talk about. Our lovely lady Jo has just let us know that today, June 17th, on Wednesday,
OJ Chase anniversary. Yes.
Is Mac Morey's 2-year anniversary in Kansas City.
Happy anniversary, Mac.
Awesome.
And no one else shares your date. You know how sometimes we get, there's like 9
like
people?
4 or 5, yeah.
Just you, Daddy.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
2 years, Mac Morey. Does it feel like 2 years?
It's been quick, man.
It has been, right? It goes fast.
That's what she really fast.
Yeah, wait till you get a little bit older, and then 2 years feels like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden it's like,
Next thing you know, you'll have a countdown to your retirement on your email response.
Yeah, you do. Hell yes. What's that date again? I got it written down somewhere.
Email him real quick. You'll get a response. It'll tell you.
Mac's awesome. I was talking to me more than him, but yeah, I should just add that on to 1,000 days.
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
What's
That's
this
exciting,
number
man.
in the right corner, Bob? If you know, you know.
That's right.
And if you don't, you will.
Right? Yeah, all of a sudden it'll be 0. And
I got an email that says, "See you. Thanks for working with me. 0." Oh, it makes sense now. It's like a Kaiser Soze moment.
Right,
Drop the coffee mug. Bob walks out. Oh.
Ah, you got it. Yeah, absolutely.
But 2 years for Mac Morey.
Fast, man.
Yeah,
It really has gone fast. I mean, it's gone fast for me. It's probably gone a little bit slower for you because, again, you're 20 years younger than I am, and days just are blurs right now. But it's been a good 2 years. You got a lot of improvement to do, though, so we'll work on that. We'll have conversations off the air about what you can do better and how you can move your career forward. I'll be more than happy to dispense advice to you all afternoon long. But no, that's great, man. It's been fun.
Thanks,
It's been fun.
It's been awesome.
You've changed me a lot too, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. Yeah, you've poured into me. Both you guys have. I've learned a lot, met a bunch of people, done a lot of amazing things, and I can't wait to keep on growing and learning, man. I've had a blast. It's been a dream come true being back home, brother.
Who'd have thought you'd been in the Super Bowl in your first year?
Seriously.
Smoking pot on the ceiling with a glass of red wine.
America.
I think that's what Mac and I kind of bonded for the first time.
Yeah.
Was on that rooftop.
That was
and
awesome.
then those random dudes came up and I was like, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
They were sketch. Most essential Chiefs. Can't say Mahomes. Who are the most essential Chiefs to the success of this 2026/27 season?
I got 3.
Okay.
Josh Simmons.
Okay.
Andy Reid. And Ken Walker.
Okay. Explain.
Well, obviously, Josh Simmons is the left tackle. That goes without.
Protect the foundation.
Yeah, stay healthy all year and be good to go.
Live up to the hype of what was a kind of a disappointment last year.
A little bit of a disappointing season. There's no question, but I mean, you look at his. I look at his body right now. I don't know that I've seen anybody go under more of a physical transformation
Better
in
chest.
a short period
Josh
of time.
Simmons or Brett Veach?
Oh, it's definitely Brett Veach. Yeah, no, Veach has got an underrated chest. I mean, look at that thing for a shorter guy. I mean,
the
that
ratio.
His chest is extremely impressive.
Like a damn quarter off that thing.
You really can. I'm trying to get my chest to look like Brett Veach's chest. Can we make shirts that say that and sell them?
Brett Veach's chest? Or I'm trying to get
I want my chest to look like Brett Veach's chest.
There'll be one made and one man will wear it.
And I would. I have no problem wearing it, right? But Josh Simmons, the way that he's just shredded, man, I'm excited to watch him at left tackle, okay? Andy Reid, it's big for him. I mean, it all starts and ends with the head football coach this year. Everything that happens on the field is a direct reflection of Andy Reid. And so he's essential to understanding you've got running backs now. You've got other weapons. Let's utilize them. And then Ken Walker. They paid him. He's now got to go out there and earn it. If Ken Walker's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, we're all going to be sitting here screaming and yelling about that sign of Ken Walker. So if he doesn't have success, I don't know that the offense can reach its potential. So those are my 3 guys that are essential this year. What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't need to go into a whole bunch of conversation with Josh Simmons. You kind of nailed that one. Going to be the same narratives as well. I'm going with Rasheed Rice, man. Like, you got to be a dude. You got to be a receiver on this team. You got to have somebody out there with Patrick Mahomes. I think he gives you the best opportunity for that. Obviously, the offseason, the scrutiny that he is, self-inflicted himself with, that's essential for you to get on the field and put that behind you and try to be an athlete and try to be a wide receiver. And, of course, what we know with the great Terez Paylor always said, the contract year is undefeated. He saw the Christian Watson contract. I'm sure that he knows that he has the capability of making that sort of money. And the other one I'll say is Mansour Delane. And it is not for him. It is for Steve Spagnuolo. We know that he likes guys to prove to him that he can be out there, trust them, have them start. I know he's going to start. He's your 6th overall pick. He better be starting every game. But, I mean, he is essential to this team to be able to go on and forget about what McDuffie and Jalen Watson brought to this team and go out there and be an A1 from day one. That's what McDuffie did. That's what Snead did. I know Snead kind of worked his way up, but he's coming from a line or a fraternity of cornerbacks that have also gotten the opportunity, and when they did, they showed up. And that's because they got the trust from Spags to continue to go out there. So I think for Spags' sake, I think Mansour Delane is a guy that is essential for this team and this defense. So I'll go Simmons for the reasons you say, Rashee Rice because he's offensive. He's got to be Patrick's number one guy, whether you like him or not. He's got to be essential for this team. And I go Mansour Delane for Spags.
I just hope when you say Rashee Rice, I hope he learned, man. Like watching him run out of jail yesterday, I was not impressed by that.
I just thought it was an ick video on everybody's part.
Yeah,
like
it was
those guys
cringy,
very much so.
I get that perspective.
At least he wasn't
for
driving.
Sure. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't think he was driving for the first.
I mean, that person just sped right through that crosswalk.
You should have heard Alex Gold describe the video yesterday. It sounded like he was Mission Impossible, running off of buildings and jumping through. I'm like, okay, let's calm down. He was on a light jog, and then they got in the car. Someone else was driving.
Yeah.
I bet the Chiefs talked to him and said, hey, man, get out of that building. Don't look at anyone. Don't talk to anyone. I bet that was all advice.
Yeah.
I don't know if they said to jog, but either way, like,
right.
I
you know what? You don't know how to handle those situations.
Yeah.
If somebody tells you not to do something and then that person or somebody is right there trying to get you to do exactly what you were told not to do, it's hard as a human being.
Sure.
And I'm not trying to make excuses for him at all because he doesn't get any more excuses. His benefit of the doubt has run out.
So I did this list based on what we've seen, how we've seen the Chiefs succeed in the past and what's been essential to them. So, like, we've seen, I think Josh Simmons, of course, is essential, but we've seen the Chiefs succeed without a stud left tackle. So I'm going to go Peter Woods because I think Peter Woods is what will unlock George Karlaftis and Chris Jones. This defense needs to have an elite pass rush and has to get there with 4. Maybe elite's too strong, but has to have an above-average pass rush and be able to create pressure with 4. I think Peter Woods is going to be playing more than any other defensive lineman other than George Karlaftis and Chris Jones. He's going to be on the field with those guys all the time, whether it's run or pass plays. He's going to be diverse as far as
you think he's playing more than 65% of the snaps a game?
I do. I think that's a good number. I think probably 60 to 75% of the snaps each game. I think he'll be playing on the nose. He'll be playing that 3-tech, and then occasionally,
so in your opinion, not to cut you off again, I'm sorry, but he's above Gelati and Norman Lott.
I do.
Okay.
I do think he's especially.
Well, he's a first-round pick.
He's a first-round pick, and I think Norman Lott, we've got question marks on health-wise. Gelati, that'll be a little closer. But yeah, I think because of his versatility too, 1-tech, 3-tech, and of course we'll see him outside just like we do Chris Jones occasionally rushing that edge. And then I'll go Noah Williams. You mentioned Delane, the fraternity of corners. I'll go the same direction just with Noah Williams. Each time we've seen the secondary kind of take on a new era, it's been led on with at least a guy who's been here before. Before McDuffie, it was Snead. Before Snead, it was Ward. They like to have some sort of veteran. Noel, not a veteran. You got a season last year. That's what we got in the secondary. And I think Spags is going to be leaning on him heavily. And then I'll go Travis Kelce, which I hate to say, but he is essential to this team, and it is because of the lack of additions that they've had offensively, whether that be to, and it's not to their own, like they've tried. Rashee Rice is not their fault. Like that was a hit football-wise. Off the field, it just hasn't worked. So they essentially need Travis Kelce to still be a top 10 tight end, which sucks to say.
Did Rashee Rice have anything in his background at college, though?
People talk about him having some trouble.
That's what I thought, too. Like, that is kind of on you, though, for not doing your due diligence when it comes to the human side of things.
Yeah, if you want to blame them for some of that, that's fair.
Like I know the Chiefs are always big on giving guys opportunities, but sometimes it's best to say, you know what? I get a guy with similar talent that I don't have to deal with baggage on. And I think the fans want it that way, too, you know?
For sure. Coming up next, we'll talk to the Royals manager, Matt Cottrero, here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Royals.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are working to make everybody connected here in Kansas City. And that's what's so cool about the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, because their mission is to build strong partnerships between their members, business partners, customers, and community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. So you're an HVAC contractor. They'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. And the Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times you need it the most. And now you're free to bid every job out there. They'll provide you the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years developing relationships right here in Kansas City. So there's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. Dane Hughes here, and for everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circus Sports app. Then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey DQ fans, nothing could make Father's Day more memorable than a DQ cake. Treat Dad, aka Pops, Poppy, or Papa, to one of our delicious fudge and crunch cakes. Or get a cake in one of our other Blizzard treat flavors like Oreo cookie. Customize your DQ cake with a message that celebrates the big guy and all the wonderful things he does. Trust us, it's a lot more fun than a pair of socks or another wacky tie. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. Getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Come score the shirt with 96.5 The Fan as we'll be in the Lightwell office building at 11th and Main in downtown KC-Mo every Wednesday between 11 and 1 during the World Soccer Championship, giving away shirts, gift cards, and more. Lightwell, managed by Area, owned by Samara Road.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
If you own a small business, the pressure never lets up. Something's always coming at you. That's why business owners turn to LendSeek for funding.
I don't need promises. I need options. LendSeek's AI platform showed me real funding choices. Now I can cover payroll, handle taxes, and go after growth opportunities without the daily stress.
Up to $5 million with funding in as fast as 24 hours. No upfront costs. No prepayment penalties. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LendSeek.com.
Join us on June 18th at Minsky's in City Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for our U.S. Open watch party as Cody and Gold broadcast live starting at 10 with your chance to win an official Sun Cruiser golf bag and more. Presented by Sun Cruiser, the official canned cocktail of the U.S. Open. 96.5, The Fan.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Paid for client portrayal and endorsement. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law.
How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results.
Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, sluggish, and then you get on to 435 off again on again slow from there to the state line. Kansas side, 635 southbound, slow rolling from about Gibbs to I-35 with an accident reporting. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Join us on June 18th at Minsky's in City Market, starting at 10 for our U.S. Open watch party as Cody and Gold broadcast live with your chance to win an official Sun Cruiser golf bag. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. Well, never in my life did I think we'd have the manager of the Royals on the show with me saying I have Mahomes' balls in my hands, but here we are as now the Royals manager, Matt Cottrero, joins us on this Wednesday. Matt, how you doing, my man?
All right, that's a new intro for you guys. I'm impressed.
So are we. How were you impressed with Messi last night, scoring 3 goals in a World Cup game? I got to imagine as a sports fan, you look at that and you go, oh, my God, that's pretty damn impressive.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what he does, right? I mean, that's his standard. It's pretty cool to see it happen in Kansas City too. I mean, flipping that on last night and seeing that place packed, and it was just a cool atmosphere and what the city's been waiting for, right? We've been talking about it for a couple of years, so it was pretty special.
Noticed yesterday in the game, Q, Garcia leaves the game. Do you have an update on maybe Michael Garcia and Cole Reagans, who had a setback?
Yeah, Michael, he's been dealing with a sore hand. You know, it's a very small muscle in his hand that bothers him if he swings and misses or fouls the ball off. And he's just been playing through it, and just continued to aggravate it last night, and didn't feel like he could keep going. We're gonna hopefully, obviously, he's not in the lineup today. We're gonna hopefully give him a day or two and see if we can get it to calm down a little bit. And if not, then we'll have to try to explore a different avenue. But as far as Cole, he's going to get, he's still having symptoms in the back of his elbow, which is really frustrating for him and for us. But he's going to see another doctor in the next couple of days and see if we can get an answer as to exactly why that keeps happening.
Matt, if you could go back to February 15th and kind of hit the reset button, what's the one thing you would do differently to not be where we are right now?
I wish I had, one answer, Bob. I mean, that's this is a game that a million different things happen every day, even in spring training. It's not a one button thing. Otherwise, we would push that. We've had some ups, that some positive things happen, but way more negative when it comes to what you're evaluated on in the wins and losses. I mean, we haven't put total games together throughout the year enough to string anything going, consistently together. So I don't have a one button thing that I could tell you. I mean, we need to score more. We need to give up less.
I'm not saying, injuries are an excuse, but my goodness, this year has been just plagued with them. What's the process of that moving forward with all these injuries that you've had to your lineup and your rotation?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Nobody feels sorry for anybody that has injuries in this game. I mean, everybody deals with them. Our job is to figure out the best way to compete the next day, and that's what we're doing. I mean, tireless amount of work going on behind the scenes, from the medical, from performance science, from the coaches, from the players to go out there and put our best foot forward every day. And the level of competitiveness and pride in what we do has not changed one bit.
What is the conversation, I guess, if you want to walk us through that, to the guys to just ignore the record that's happened so far this year, to just keep grinding and finding success along the way when the team might not be performing as they would like to be?
Well, I think you nailed it right there. I mean, it's today, right? That's the opportunity. There's no rewinding the clock. There's no taking away losses that have already happened. We talk about this in daily life, right? Like, what's in your control, your effort, your energy, your attitude every day. And that is the conversation. That's ongoing. That happens day one. That doesn't you don't just spring that on guys, June 17th. That's how we try to live every day, and that's how our work goes. That's what our focus is on today.
When you guys left spring training and the World Baseball Classic, there was a great feel about everything that was going on. And then the regular season happened. Maybe it was Estevez right at the beginning of the year, struggling and never getting it back. But it just seems like you guys came out of the gate and one bad thing happened and led to another bad thing and led to another bad thing. Do you sit there sometimes and just go, damn, what did I do, man? How are we doing this right now?
Well, I mean, I'm not a victim. None of us are victims. And if you have a victim mentality, that kind of sets another mindset. And that's not how we're going to go about this. I mean, do we want the results to have been different? Absolutely. But can't change those, like we said. So how do you approach the next day? Do you attack it, or do you feel sorry for yourself? And we're not going to feel sorry for ourselves.
Yeah, I noticed that kind of last night, and in a season, where you see guys that are young and getting opportunities like a Cags and a Carter. I noticed last night, Cags grounds out to, I want to say it was deep second, and I mean hustled his ass all the way to first. And you can see teams around the league, you can take the Mets for an example, that you may not see that, but like, what does the manager see when you see the young kids getting these opportunities and not letting a record or do that sort of thing and still bust their ass every day out there?
Well, guys, these guys are big league players. They're professionals. They understand what's at stake for the team, for their careers, for their families, all those kinds of things. And you play this game the same way. The effort level, the intensity, what I just said, attitude, effort, energy are the things that you can control. And that's what we've been competing. We've gotten down these last couple of games, come back. The end result is not, we don't leave here happy because of that at the end of the night. But those are the things that you can control, and that's what these guys have been doing.
And speaking of control, something that nobody seems to be able to control in baseball is Bobby Witt Jr., who seems to be having a special year, Q. He's in line to be maybe an MVP winner this year. He's probably going to win another Gold Glove, and right now he leads the American League in votes at shortstop for the first time in his career to be the starting shortstop, coming off being America's shortstop. How impressive has that been, and how nice is that to see Bobby continue to do that day in and day out?
Yeah, I'm excited that he's leading the voting. I mean, that's well-deserved, obviously. I mean, I think last year should have been the same. Didn't work out that way. Hopefully this year it finishes up that way, going into the All-Star break. But Bobby's one of those guys that, as you guys know, you've spoken with him, you see how he goes about his business. He would trade that every day for the wins on the field, and he does control his attitude, his energy, his effort every day. And that's why he's such a great role model for the kids, and that's why he's a leader in this clubhouse and on the field. And that's he's obviously got the physical talent and ability, but he backs it up with the attitude and the humility and the way he plays the game.
Well, as he's going to the All-Star game, here's my latest new crazy idea: permanent home run derby in Las Vegas. Are you on board with that?
That would be entertaining, but those guys that are in that home run derby, it doesn't really matter where they do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be crazy playing games out there, dude. Like, you're going to have to, what are we going to do? We got to find mashers. It's going to be wild to see games in that stadium in a couple of years.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they're going to have a dome, right? The big league stadium. Yeah, so I don't know how much that'll change, but we played in that AAA ballpark a couple of years ago in spring training, and it was even that time of year in March, balls were flying out of there.
Worse than Arizona?
Well, I mean, it was only 2 games. It seemed like it. Yeah. I mean, it's a smaller ballpark from what I remember than the spring training ballparks.
Yeah, we believe our producer Matt could hit a home run out of the Las Vegas launching pad. It's where we've gotten to our consensus. Well, hey, go get a win. You're like 3 hours away from first pitch.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on that close to game time, Q. Go get a win today and keep moving forward.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. That is Royals manager Matt Cotrero there joining the show. Coming up, Alex Gold gave us free content because we have a question for you all, plus we get to try to answer it ourselves the best we can involving last night's World Cup match of Argentina versus Algeria here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, they've got some amazing things going on over there, like turning lawns into the best-looking lawns on the block. That's what they're doing every single day. They didn't just do that for me. They do that for people all over Kansas City. And I'm sure you've seen the iconic blue Aspen Lawn and Pest Control trucks all over town, right? Look behind that truck. What do you see? A lawn that is absolutely beautiful. A lawn that is green and lush and is really finally looking the way that it should. That's the way our lawn looks, and that's the way so many lawns look around Kansas City because Aspen Lawn and Pest Control gets the job done right the first time. They're college-educated professionals at Aspen, so they know about everything when it comes to growing the best yards in Kansas City. And they also do a great job with pest control. We're going to come out and have them treat for some mice we've got running around out there, and the mosquitoes are gone in our yard with that mosquito dome. Keeps all the pests out all spring and summer long, so it's safe for the dog and for us as well. Right now, when you mention this ad, Aspen's going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is out here changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So if you're still in it until the final whistle, Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or an injury, your bet will automatically transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. So go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's the Lawman, 3-time DUI award-winning attorney in Kansas City. You wanted results? Here you go. First-degree murder charge, dismissed. Felony DUI, dismissed. Felony to misdemeanor, multiple. Felony jury trial, not guilty. Call the Lawman, 816-816-9111. Take it away.
The Lawman gets results. So the law take. Call the Lawman. Let the fight begin.
Voted by Pitch and Casey Magazine, the choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
This summer, grab a Truly Hard Seltzer. Light, bubbly, fruity, and make your dreams come truly. Join us for our game day watch parties on June 12th, 19th, and 25th at Peanuts locations. Truly Hard Seltzer, the official hard seltzer of U.S. Soccer. Visit Odyssey.com/965thefan for more info on watch parties. And visit TrulyHardSeltzer.com/locations to find Truly near you. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, LLC, Boston, Massachusetts. Hard Seltzer, 5% alcohol by volume. Please drink responsibly. 21 plus only.
If you're looking for a new job and to work for a great local company, Gann Asphalt and Concrete is hiring. Top pay in the industry, health, vision, dental insurance, paid time off, and advancement opportunities. Check them out at GannAsphalt.com. One contractor, all things parking lot.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It is not hard to destroy a college.
Last season, the podcast Campus Files brought you stories of fraternity drug rings, stolen body parts, campus cults, and more.
And now, Campus Files is back for another season.
There's a guy screaming into his phone. He's like, I just saw Charlie Kirk get assassinated right in front of me.
Every week is a new episode and a new story.
It was so chaotic.
It's almost like a university on a siege.
Listen to and follow Campus Files. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I was throwing a party for the twins and had custom invites and a banner printed at Staples. And that's when I saw Party City is now at Staples.
Party City? No way!
So now Staples has all your printing needs and everything you need for a party.
Everything times 2.
And now at Staples, save 25% on all custom banners.
Party City is now at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. Some banners available same day when ordered by 12 p.m. Hence 8-1 exclusions apply.
Today, expect a mix of sun, brief showers, and thunderstorms with a high of 95.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. One of the biggest shocks of the tournament so far came in Atlanta as Cabo Verde played Spain to a scoreless draw. It was the first ever World Cup match for Cabo Verde, who put on a master class of defending and goalkeeping to deny heavily favored Spain. All 4 teams in Group H are on 1 point after Uruguay and Saudi Arabia played to a 1-1 draw. I'm Mike Conti.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Messi prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi. ¡Gol! ¡Gol!
How about that?
Gasping for air at the end is my favorite. He was not going to stop because of the way that moment ended last night.
How many seconds long does the last goal last?
I mean, my God, that is so long.
Let's see what he does here. Let's see when that starts. Oh, wow, it was before that?
Mm-hmm.
No way. Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah, 13 seconds.
No, that's the 13 seconds.
That's the 13 seconds. I see a comment from Taylor Twellman, soccer analyst for Apple TV, and he's been around the block when it comes to the sport of soccer, especially in the state of Missouri. He is on a Yahoo show, and he is saying that the performance last night by Messi's hat trick, he's putting it into perspective for Americans. It's like watching Tom Brady, is what he said, and I look at that and I think, okay, maybe, but I still, maybe because I'm new to the sport and maybe because it's the World Cup, I'm still in awe over what happened last night at Arrowhead Stadium. Like, I don't know that I'll ever, get off of being in awe about what happened last night. And I think everybody who witnessed that, who was there and actually got to see it in person, it's going to be one of those events that you always tell your kids about. And one of those things, I was at the World Cup game in Kansas City when Messi had a hat trick, man. You're not going to see anything bigger or better in Kansas City sports history, probably from an individual performance, than what we witnessed last night. And it was remarkable. And it's okay to say that.
Yeah, absolutely nuts, man. Alex Gold came in here and was talking to us about last night because he's going to be on for an hour. He's got a long day today because the Royals, Josh Verner's On Deck show starts at 11 o'clock. Royals in Washington at 12-ish. And he was telling us that he looked, just out of curiosity, what the ticket prices were once the match kicked off, right? Once they started playing. He said he could get a club-level seat for $300 because he said that was one of those events where he actually had FOMO. And I told him the two sporting events, I guess I would say, that I had FOMO with would have been that Houston Texans game and the wild card game of the A's and Royals. Like, I wish I could have been there to experience that. Now, I wouldn't trade anything in the world for where I got to watch those games and the experience I got. Obviously, the Texans game, I've been told the story 100 times. I've been in the studio with Binkley and Ken Swanson, and then the wild card game at the house with some roommates watching that game. But Mac, you were at the AFC Championship game when they beat Tennessee. I'm sure that's like probably the best sporting event you've ever been to.
Pretty amazing,
because you see the team that you root for your whole life go to the Super Bowl for the first time ever in your life.
Yep.
And for a lot of people, that was the reason why they went. Would you have paid $300 at that time to go watch that game, knowing that Messi was going to have a hat trick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Knowing that he would have a hat trick, you better believe
Not
that. Yeah.
knowing.
No, probably not. No,
not knowing. No, okay.
Yeah, not knowing. No, I mean, Alex said that, and I kind of looked at Dusty and I went, I would consider that, I think. I mean, I say that now, but then, I'm a father. I've got a lot of money that I need to spend elsewhere at this point in time, and so I would probably have to consider that as well. But, man, $300 to get in at halftime, knowing that you were going to have an opportunity to see that dude score, 2 more goals and have a hat trick in that game?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe the play is, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, just show up at Arrowhead and when the game starts, buy a ticket and walk in.
No,
I mean, I'm kind of thinking that may be the play for some of this stuff,
I think
guys.
that's the play in any sporting event.
My
oldest brother does that explicitly. He does not buy tickets in advance anywhere. I mean, he travels across the country to go to games, and he will wait till he's in the parking lot.
Yeah. Look, one of my good friends for years was a ticket broker here in town, and he used to have tickets for everything, right? It was amazing the stories that he told. He may be good for one of our story sessions of the people that used to walk in and sell him tickets, because you used to have to walk in with the tickets, and it was like everybody who was anybody with the Chiefs and stuff like that over the years, and the contacts that he made of buying Super Bowl tickets from NFL superstars all over the world, right? Anyway, but he always used to tell me, he goes, here's the price of the ticket right now. You're 2 weeks out from the event. I'll sell it to you. But if you wait till the game starts, it's going to plummet. But for guys like Dusty and I who have OCD and all this kind of stuff, I got to have my ticket. I got to know, right? So I will be the one that pays the extra because I want to make sure that I have it. Your brother, man, I envy him. I wish I could have that kind of mindset where you just show up at the game, because then, and as my friend Jimmy used to tell me, he goes, tickets are going to plummet when you get close to game time.
Does he do that with flights?
No, because flights never drop like that.
Yeah, I don't think he does that with flights.
Because isn't there like a last minute buying option that sometimes if the flight doesn't sell out, they'll do the standby cheaper ticket?
Not really, not anymore.
I mean, you'd know more than I would with plane stuff, but I didn't know if that was a strategy, because I've seen people do it before at the airport. I'd ask, what's this lady doing standing by the lady that's on the phone that tells people when the flight, whereas my dad would be like, oh, she's buying a last pass ditch effort to go the cheaper route. And I didn't know if it was significantly worth it at this point, but I don't know.
They won't sell you a cheap standby ticket because everybody would do that then. And I always thought that was the case too with airlines. I do still think to this day, if you want to jump on a flight and they've got extra seats, why not just take my $50? It's $50 more than you had, and I'm not really adding to you're already going there.
You're already going. Ridiculous.
You're already going. I won't have the soda if you don't want me to have a Diet Cola or something. Fine. But I always thought airlines should. Everybody booked their flights, and I get that. You want to make sure you got your seat where you're going. But if there's something that pops in the last minute, hey, I'll give you $50 for it. Well, it's $50 more than we got now, so why not take it,
Right.
No, it was a spectacle last night. It did give me FOMO as well. I mean, seeing Arrowhead like that. I mean, it was not to say that the environment is not ruckus and the atmosphere is not incredible at Chiefs games. It's some of the best in sports all around the world.
Nobody's saying that.
But last night was it felt like it looked like a party, man. Amazing. I mean, Zusi in here talking about just randomly, you've got 70,000 people just all singing the same song all at once, just knowing where to go and what chants and party, and it's just awesome.
You know what else really I enjoyed last night? And this is so minute, but it really just gave me a good feeling. That game was basically played at twilight the entire time, and the sun was always out. And it just looked like a beautiful setting around 9 o'clock last night at Arrowhead Stadium with the twilight in the background. I was like, we never really see a Chiefs game like that, right? Because by the time Chiefs game starts, it's getting darker earlier, and maybe you get a little light for maybe a little bit of the first quarter of a 7:30 game. But last night it was just picturesque. I felt like it was just like a bowl of warm hugs, like it was just perfect with the sun setting and the beautiful weather that we had and the crowd that was out there. And then you have Messi go out and score 3 goals. I mean, it could have been any better.
Ronaldo makes his case for relevance in the World Cup at noon today against Congo, and then at 3 o'clock you get England versus Croatia. Which England is, the Golden Boot guy. I believe they're in Prairie Village, right? That's where England, they're staying. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do today. And then go out to the Peanut location in Belton on Friday. That is the 19th. Mac, Bob, myself, we'll all be out there celebrating, having fun. 2 o'clock kick, going to be a great time. Perfect happy hour time for me. So
hello, America.
Let's get rowdy, and I got the outfit figured out for the game.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see what FIFA did in New England?
No.
So I've been seeing this story all morning long that FIFA covered up 64,146 Gillette logos at Boston Stadium. With tape.
Mm-hmm.
There's a logo of Gillette on every seat in the stadium. They went by and put a piece of tape on every seat in the stadium. That's how nuts they are at FIFA. Seriously. Mm-hmm. You paid somebody because you didn't want any sort of advertising whatsoever to go to every single seat in that stadium and put a blue piece of tape over where it said Gillette Field.
It's crazy.
You guys are nuts, like psychotic nutcases.
Yes.
That's nutcasery right there.
Yeah, corrupt as all get out, too.
Yeah, I saw that tweet last night.
That was nuts.
You literally paid somebody to walk around, to walk around a stadium and cover up chair numbers because it's Gillette Field on it.
When I saw that, it reminded me of playing Little League basketball in Blue Springs, which made sense to do this. If you had name brands on your shorts, you had to put a piece of electrical tape over it. Because they just wanted equality because not everybody had money that other kids had. So, if half the kids are wearing Nike shorts and half the kids can't afford Nike shorts, it made a diverse thing. So, I remember before every single game, my dad would cut a piece of 3 inches of electrical tape and put it over my Nike swoosh on my left short. And then he parented me the right way and told me why we did that. Because I'm like, Dad, why are you doing this? Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's why I'm wearing these Nikes. He's like, well, not every kid has Nike shorts, Dusty, and they don't want that sort of thing. Kind of like the Catholic school code, right?
Yeah, the
instead
uniforms.
of having some kid come in wearing Hollister and Abercrombie in 1997, everybody's wearing a skirt, everybody's wearing a white shirt and slacks.
Right.
That's the way it was.
And as a kid, I used to look at Catholic school kids and go, that sucks. You got to wear a uniform. Now, as a parent, I look at that and go, that was actually the way to go.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier, You don't have to worry about what you're wearing every day.
This comes from the England pod. All England all the time. Dear Kansas City, thank you and farewell. None of us expected to love KC and its people as much as this. After only 48 hours here, the friendliness and hospitality, the food, the drinks, and then he names a bunch of places. Peanut, which will be there at Belton on Friday. Your enthusiasm for showing off your city has left a huge mark on us. Go Chiefs. Go Royals. We hope to return one day.
There you go. Yeah, 'cause they came in here for a couple of days for practice, and then they went and they're wherever England's playing today, I think in Houston.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to time for Dallas, time for England
Or
finally
Dallas.
getting started at the World Cup, and time to compare Texas barbecue to KC barbecue.
Yeah, I saw that one yesterday, and I was like, that's a really cool tweet. That should make you feel good.
Yes.
My buddy Sean texted our college group today, and he goes, our city really shined last night. And that is as well said as you could have put, Stoker. I mean, really, our city shined last night. I don't know that we've ever seen it shine. Again, it wasn't a local thing. This is a worldwide thing. This is bigger than anything that we've ever done and seen and been a part of. And, man, we really did shine last night. Other than some kerfuffles by some getting into the stadium last night, it was an unbelievable night to just sit back and go, damn, I am so proud that this is our town. All of that hard work that everybody has put in with the blood, sweat, and tears to get this thing here. Well done, man. Bravo. What a great showing last night.
Somebody in the text line says, being there last night made me a soccer fan for life.
There you go.
I was blown away. And then somebody mentions about the tickets at last minute. He says, or they say, I do this all the time for Chiefs games. I get on tickets for less and get in an hour before kickoff. I got to see the Titans-Chiefs AFC Championship game for $325 doing it that way. And my seats were right where Patrick scored that go-ahead touchdown before halftime.
Oh, we were next to each other.
So he saw the run right in front.
Go. We were close
with
to
the
each other.
last-minute ticket sale. Yeah, last night was cool. Last night was it, and in the way that they tweeted about that I saw a lot of videos and obviously bias towards Jack Stack and all that sort of stuff, but Plaza location, other locations as well. Argentinian fans were there and doing like their crowd chants, and that's in a dining room. Like that's people eating dinner, and like imagine not knowing going out to dinner that was going to happen, and all of a sudden a chant erupts. You're like, all right, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like this is better than a baby crying. This is
hell yeah.
This is better than, random guy across the table keep hacking. I'll take a moment of this because you won't see it again. I don't believe so. I don't think you'll see that sort of that again, because I don't know if we'll be alive if the World Cup comes back to the United States.
Yeah.
And maybe we will.
What was the last one here? 94, right?
Yeah, the OJ.
So every 30 years then?
Yeah, so roughly, and this time we combined it with Canada and Mexico and the United States, so completely different from the last time we had it. Different cities obviously are involved. So figure 30 years from now, I'm 50, I'll be 80.
You ain't doing it.
Not a chance.
You ain't doing it.
Hello, America.
I do think this is a very good point because of what the weather's going to be today. And I said this yesterday. I said, boy, did Argentina get lucky with the weather they're getting in this game tonight, because I think it was like a cool 78 degrees and breezy.
Perfect.
Today, 97, heat index 108. I mean, you don't want to play soccer in that.
Yeah, today, 98 degrees, swim meet. Tomorrow, 72 and beautiful. No swim meet. Why would we have the swim meet on the Wednesday when it's 98 degrees outside?
Kids will love it. You'll hate it.
Yeah, they'll be in the pool.
Speaking of
No, they won't. They swim their event and they're sitting in the zoo.
It's about 2% of the
Can
meat.
we get nachos?
They don't do that. They're actually really good about that. They bring all their own food, and they have a parent who's called the zookeeper who keeps all the kids.
Josh Verner?
Maloney has been the zookeeper before. Imagine Rob Maloney with 200 kids.
I would pay to see it.
Oh my God, just shit out. I'm out of this place. I mean, the meltdown, right?
Yes. We're out of Encrustables.
I can't do this anymore. Rob, what's worse, being the zookeeper at a swim meet or when the lights go on at the old Brooksider back in the day?
Or when that guy that's holding on to the last bit of hair he has knocks the tile out of your ceiling. I will bring this up because I thought this was impressive. We talked about Freddie, the German guy who's just taken all of America in day by day, and America taking him in as well. This is from Polymarket Sports. Boston bars are reportedly running out of beer as Scottish World Cup fans drink the city dry.
That's great.
With one bar saying, quote, "We tripled St. Patrick's Day." Do you guys know how hard they go on St. Patrick's Day in Boston, Massachusetts?
Crazy.
I mean, it is an event. And I don't know if I'll ever get out there and do it. I would love to do that.
Do it. What's holding you back? Go.
People,
just do it.
Crowds. Yeah. And, I've been to Mardi Gras in St. Louis, not even touching St. Patty's Day in Boston, Massachusetts. And for them to say that they have tripled St. Patrick's Day with the Scots that are coming in, and the videos are great. When they took over Fenway Park Sunday Night Baseball, they were doing their chants in the stadium and weren't sitting down.
Yeah.
And you know how Boston people are at Fenway. It's like, this is a prestige place.
Right.
You know what I mean? They didn't care. A kid that was sitting in the Monster caught a home run in the first inning with his hat wearing a Scottish jersey. What? Go back home in your homeland of Scotland where the baseball is official American League baseball, and you caught it in the Green Monster, and then not only that, your pops and your gramps and your uncle and your auntie, all these people drinking the city dry. And we know Bostonians love to
drink.
Like fishes.
Yeah, there's no better drinking city in America than Boston. I mean, those people pound up there. I ask you, what's more impressive, that or the Wade Boggs story?
I mean, Boggs is individual. What's the 300 beers on a flight or something?
It's like 50 beers from Boston to Seattle or something like that, right?
To me, it's the Scottish people, man. Like 3 times St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, Samuel Adams Brewery released a statement that said, we have sold 3 times as much beer as we sell on a normal 4th of July.
Are you sure that isn't Wade Boggs? I mean, it really looks like him.
Oh, God, come on, that's not Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs is a big strapping lad like myself. Mr. Wade Boggs. What are we batting these days? Something like 360, huh?
361.
Oh.
Well, welcome to Cheers, Mr. Wade Boggs.
That's my favorite. Wade Boggs. Literally hitting 361, though.
I know that number is.
Did that not floor you when you heard that?
360.
Yeah, I was hitting 361. Yeah, okay. Wade Boggs.
Brandon Bean.
Wade Boggs.
Brandon Bean.
This is so good. Like that whole scene, they take his pants. I mean, it's just epic, but it's crazy. And then you see the Norwegians like rowing up the escalator at the Boston Garden. Have you seen this one yet?
Oh, yeah. Dude, what? Literally sitting on the escalator going up. They're all rowing.
They're all rowing
sitting
like
in a
it's
line.
a big Norwegian ship. It was fantastic.
Dude.
Yeah.
I would love to hang with the Scots in Boston.
Oh, it's got to be the best time.
Yes.
Did you see the guy yesterday, though? The Scots left, and he put like a sad post up. Well, the house is now empty, and they've left me with this bottle as they continue their adventures. Yeah.
Did you also see them going down the slide playing the bagpipes?
Yeah.
And then he goes, it's like, I matched that energy, man.
Yes.
Just not giving
Let's
a
go.
frick. You know, just like,
It's so good.
Wade Boggs.
oh man.
Just going around with bagpipes, drinking, bro. It's a Monday. Who cares?
Wade Boggs may have been part of that, too.
I
mean, there's a good chance Wade Boggs was in the middle of that.
I mean, Wade Boggs comes from a line of high school baseball that is rich.
He does, yeah.
You know who else went to Wade Boggs' high school to play baseball?
Yeah, Cags did, I know, but
Yep.
there's others, too. A-Rod?
Pete Alonso.
Wade Boggs.
And what's funny is I don't know this is technically off the record, but when we went down to Springfield to open up packs of cards with Cags, and it was Cody and I and Alex and Drew was there, and we're like, you know, he pulled like a Pete Alonso card. He's like, oh cool, he went to my high school. Like, oh really? He's like, yeah. He's like, so did Wade Boggs. I'm like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah. I was like, what do you remember about Wade Boggs? He goes, man, I don't know. He was on like third base. This is from Cags. He's like, dude had a beer gut. That was impressive. I was like, I believe it, dude.
Wade Boggs is like, when he was a Red Sox, I hated that guy.
Of course.
Then he became a Yankee. I was like, I love Wade Boggs.
And then he became a Devil Ray.
Yeah.
For a half second.
Yeah.
But again, that goes to show that like these great athletes play for teams that you really don't remember.
That's right. And he had his
Ichiro in Miami.
3,000th hit with the Tampa Bay Rays, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think it was a home run.
Somebody says Savannah, Georgia on St. Patty's Day is epic.
Really?
I would love that. I've been to Savannah.
Savannah's
It
a great place.
Oh, it's wonderful. I've got to take like 9 Claritin because I get allergies. But yeah, it's the weeping willows that are everywhere, the boardwalks they have. That'd be kind of cool to go there for St. Patty's Day, actually.
Yeah, actually, it would be. I never
March
heard
in Savannah's
about
got to be pretty comfortable, I would think.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah, that would be fun.
So what are we doing for St. Patty's?
Well, let's go to
Georgia.
Savannah. I mean, might as well, right?
Mac, you love Savannah, by the way.
Wade Boggs.
You can see where they shot Forrest Gump's scene on the bench.
Yeah, that is cool. How they reverted the traffic and stuff.
Yeah. I got to sit in that bench. And I'm
Yeah, isn't that cool?
And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, all right, where we go next? That was it.
But you did it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like those little things that you got to appreciate.
Yeah, it was really cool. But that is so impressive that the Scots have outdrank Boston 3 times at St. Patty's Day. I thought us and Vip did the number in that New Orleans bar. We are nothing compared to them. Like the bartender in New Orleans, like, man, y'all still going? Okay, here's some more. We're like, all right. And then she came back around. Oh, okay. And then just empty koozies getting held up by Vip. Like, keep them going. Let's
That's
go.
right.
Let's
Keep coming
go.
with the beers.
Oh,
Maybe he's a
great.
Scottishman.
Well, that'd be quite the curveball.
I mean, just impressive, though, what they did. Just impressive. I love it. It warms my heart that everybody is coming here and having just the best time of their lives in America. And you know what? We haven't heard one negative thing really yet.
I think the best part is that the best part of this whole World Cup is the stuff surrounding it. Not even. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
Now, yesterday was probably the best day of the World Cup so far.
Yeah.
Mbappe, Haaland, and then Messi with a hat trick. But we'll continue that today. And, don't forget that our World Cup, or our tournament scoreboard, I should say, updates are brought to you by Surfside, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. And it's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21 years older, and please drink responsibly. We dive into last night and what we've seen at that field in our lifetime here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Park and Go do just the most amazing job when it comes to parking at the airport. Because when you go to the airport, you know how you are. You're stressed. You want to make sure you get there on time. You want to make sure you make your flight. Park and Go takes away all the stress that you have when it comes to airport parking because they have covered parking. So you know all of your cars are going to be protected the entire time you're gone, and you're going to get it for a great low rate. What I want you to do is after you make your flight reservation, go to bookparkandgo.com and make your parking reservation. While you're there, prepay. That's when you save the most money and get their best deals out there. Then show up on the day of your flight, give them your reservation number. They'll direct you right to that covered parking spot they have reserved for you. And as soon as you're there, the bus comes and it's off to the airport you go. I love Park and Go for the return trip because the last thing you want to do is wait for a bus. You don't have to do that with Park and Go. Just grab your bags, walk outside, the bus will be there, jump on it, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. So join their frequent parker program and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Hey DQ fans, nothing could make Father's Day more memorable than a DQ cake. Treat Dad, aka Pops, Poppy, or Papa, to one of our delicious fudge and crunch cakes. Or get a cake in one of our other Blizzard treat flavors like Oreo cookie. Customize your DQ cake with a message that celebrates the big guy and all the wonderful things he does. Trust us, it's a lot more fun than a pair of socks or another wacky tie. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
My friends over at CertaPro will make your home your happy place. And I know it already is your happy place, but let's make that place happier with a fresh coat of paint from my friends over at CertaPro Painters. If you notice when you're looking at the walls or the outside of your home and you see faded colors, peeling paint, you need to get that fixed. You need to make an improvement. And you need to call my friends over at CertaPro Painters because they're local professionals and they have over 70,000 five-star reviews. From the detailed proposal to the final brushstroke, the entire process will be completely worry-free for you, and it has been for everyone who uses CertaPro Painters because they will exceed your expectations. Their free estimate will be incredibly detailed and so easy to understand. Plus, they'll bring fresh color and quality craftsmanship right to your home. And again, it's all done by guys who are local right here in Kansas City because each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. So make your free estimate online right now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel's changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player's subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically transfers to the substitute who replaces them. Go to FanDuel.com/local. That's FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook's the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Father's Day? Go big for Dad. Celebrate Father's Day with 5 courses fresh from the Wok Fire. Enjoy a 5-course celebration experience starting at $89.99, featuring premium entrees like New York prime strip steak tataki, oolong chili and sea bass, and lobster and prawn fried rice. Bold flavors, sizzling favorites, a meal made to impress. Because Dad deserves more than just a dinner. He deserves a celebration. Celebrate Father's Day with some sizzle. Only at P.F. Chang's.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
A Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Yo, it's Jay Uso from WWE, and I'm Jimmy Uso. Chumba Casino and WWE are hyped for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. I know, I can't wait. There's nothing better to do while we're waiting than playing Chumba Casino. Sign up today and you could win a VIP experience with Chumba Casino and WWE for SummerSlam. So what are you waiting for? Play Chumba Casino and enter for your chance to win. Let's Chumba. Yeah.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack in the $6 Biggie Bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie Bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. Early momentum in Group L is at stake with England taking on Croatia in Arlington, Texas. Both of those sides enter the tournament in the top 10 of the world rankings. England could be among the most talented teams in the field. Ghana faces Panama in Toronto. Panama is looking for their first ever World Cup win. I'm Mike Conti.
All right, wrapping the show up on a Wednesday. 2 days away from you joining us at the Peanut in Belton to watch the U.S. soccer team. Gonna have tons of giveaways out there for you.
I can't wait.
Max said if the U.S. team wins and gets into the knockout stage, he's going to cut his hair like I get my hair cut.
I'd like to see that.
A buzz cut may be in the works, but not for a little bit.
Somebody from the 816 says, Jay Binkley and the Scotch drinking is something to see.
Scotch would destroy Jay.
And that's impressive. Like, Jay can throw him down.
Is he the greatest drinker you know?
Binkley?
Beer drinker, I mean. Like,
I'd put him up there with my stepdad.
Okay.
I mean, he could buy a 24-pack of Coors Light on a Friday, and by 11 o'clock at night, there might be one left.
Wow.
And he can stand and walk to bed. Dude can hammer him, dude. Silver bullets.
Jeez. That's a tank.
We used to call him Bob Seger because he had a silver bullet band in the fridge. Yeah, dude.
Every night he drinks 24 beers.
No. I'm just saying if it's a Friday and he's had enough of the week, he'll hit the patio.
Bob's like, is he okay?
No, yeah, he's fine. But yeah, he can throw him down. Like, throw him down.
I mean, we were driving the other day, and there was a Jeep next to us, and it had the top down, doors off. A beautiful day, right? We had the top off the Bronco, and my wife says, is that woman driving around with 2 30-packs of Bud Light in her car? And I'm like,
party.
I don't think so. And I pulled up alongside. I go, no, it's the Costco toilet paper that you see. And nope, that's 2 30-packs. Yeah. She gonna get after it today.
My buddy Oxley, he's another one. I'd throw him in the first pick of the draft. He can hammer those bullets as well.
I would put my friend Drew up there, who goes on our baseball trip. But Drew is like he's a drinker and drinks and then the switch clips, and then it's like, oh god, okay, now we got to deal with this, right? Like he doesn't know how to handle it. You know, he can handle it. My wife always used to tell me when I was doing 30 beers at a time, she's like, I could never really tell that you're drunk. I mean, you know, there's certain ways that you can handle having all of that, you know, booze in you. I think Binkley does a pretty good job of, you know, consumption and handling that very well.
I feel like I'd be like a low-end second-round pick.
Yeah. As far as quantity?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Quality of drinking with, you'd be a first-round pick.
Oh, nice. Thank you. But yeah, quantity. You give me a 12-pack of Busch Light on a Friday. It's gone before 8 o'clock at night.
I just want to see somebody compete with the Scots.
Hey, good luck.
You know, my grandfather probably could have back into that drunk. Just disgusting human being. Horrible man. Get bent. Horrible human. I don't have a problem saying that. Guy's a scumbag.
No, I hear you. USA Friday. Today, England and Portugal, the two big names remaining on the docket for all the World Cup entertainment. But we did our poll question today, and you had asked the question we got here because I said my take of last night's game was Kansas City won the World Cup with that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only did you get the atmosphere, but you got the best in the sport to throw a hat trick out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the rest is beyond house money, at least at this point in my life. But we asked the question, was that the best individual athlete performance at Arrowhead Stadium? And the poll results are significantly in a no.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is one of those things where, it's I don't know. It's not a for sure answer. So I need to apologize for that, for maybe an attitude later on or earlier on the show. There is no right answer. It's all opinionated. But for me, at the stage of the World Cup and seeing Messi do that, that's the most impressive I think I've seen from one person. The runner up today, or the winner today, that we've seen a lot of is the Derek Thomas 7-sack game. I mean, that's impressive. We got a text from a tweet earlier that the Tyreek Hill game, where he had a kick return or a punt return, a special teams touchdown, a rushing touchdown, a wide receiving touchdown, all those are impressive as well.
I think that, though, in my opinion, is more impressive than DT. And the reason I say that, and it's no knock, obviously, against DT, it's the fact that Tyreek Hill had to rely on everybody else to make those things happen too, right? Everything had to be perfect. Everybody had to have their blocks. The pass had to be there. He had to make people miss. Like, everything that had to go right did go right on those plays. For DT, I know he relies on everybody else on the field, but a lot of times when you dominate and you sack players like he did and Lawrence Taylor did, that's because you are going out there and doing that,
Fellas, do me a favor. Search on X Men in Blazers and look what the Croatia fan base is doing in the streets of Dallas right now. To give more World Cup insight of what the fans are doing, that's just nuts, dude. I mean, I don't know how long that flag is or that banner is, but it looks like 3 football fields long, and they're just carrying it down the streets of Dallas before their game. It's just crazy, and there's just a mob of people behind it that aren't even carrying the banner.
Oh my gosh! Heck yes!
What Twitter account am I looking
Men in Blazers.
At Men in Blazers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, Twitter sucks, man. Like,
it's terrible.
I type in Men in Blazers, and it gives me like newscasters.
Didn't used to be.
Yeah.
It sucks, right?
Or you can just go to my handle, and I've retweeted it.
Okay,
if that makes it easier. But I mean, it's just insane, dude. That's like hundreds of thousands.
Oh my God! I would love
fans.
to be part of that
Yeah,
flag.
that just looks awesome.
Oh my
so
God!
Much fun.
How cool is that? That's got to be what, 1,000 feet long? Now, maybe not 1,000, but 100 feet long.
That's why I said I don't know if it's like 2 football fields, if not longer than that. I mean, it's literally longer than a football field for sure.
Yeah.
Like, that's easily going end zone to end zone at Arrowhead.
Crazy.
If not further than that.
How do they even get that here?
I mean, it's the width of a street, too. Well, you put that in your carry-on, Mac. It's very easy. Get bent.
This is another poll question for the Dan Patrick Show. Drew and I just came upon this. Tell me what I'm missing here, please. Would you rather be Lionel Messi or Eli Manning? What am I missing? And why would the answer ever be Eli Manning?
Okay, let's talk about this for a second, all right?
Yeah.
I got nothing. No, I mean, Eli was shown yesterday at the Meadowlands with his son at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we must be missing something.
We're missing something.
Because Messi's won Player of the Year multiple times, a World Cup, clarified as probably the best ever in soccer.
8
lot of
Ballon
people
d'Or awards.
And that wasn't like Eli upset Brady in the Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, I was looking for any parallel.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
You know what, though? I bet if we put that poll question up, would you rather be Patrick Mahomes or Messi? What do you think the results would be?
Mahomes, 85%.
Absolutely. So what do you think the results are going to be? I guarantee you Eli Manning wins.
Right now, over 300 votes in that poll. It is 78% Lionel Messi.
Oh, okay, good.
But also recency bias.
Yeah,
but
of course.
It's just, it was an interesting pairing, I thought.
Well, because I think you have to probably think about that for the American audience. I think if you put that up and you use Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady or Joe Burrow or somebody of that nature, I think everybody would probably lean towards that quarterback. You put Eli Manning up there, who will get into the Hall of Fame, has 2 Super Bowl championships, maybe the greatest Super Bowl upset ever, beating the 17-0 New England Patriots. Yeah, I don't really know what the connection is.
I choose
really
Eli.
don't.
I choose Eli. That way I can go to the country. I can go places. So not everyone knows him.
That's true.
Eli Manning, 366,000 followers on Instagram. Leo Messi, 507 million.
Yeah, what's the comparison there?
$500 million.
Coming up, it's a long show for Gold and Drew. They got an hour until Vern takes over, but hey, you can take over the world by doing something nice.